A few years ago, Security First Bank started talking about what it means to be the bank. And the truth is, for 125 years, we've known exactly what it means to you. Consistency, dependability, determination, and devotion. For 125 years, we've been resilient and steadfast in our commitment to you. History is not just looking backward, it's also the stuff we're made of moving forward. Security First Bank. We're the bank. Member FDIC.
Great news. I just got the State Farm personal price plan on our home and auto insurance.
You told our agent about my thing for romance novels?
No, you don't have to get that personal. Our agent just helped me choose affordable options to create a personalized price just for us.
Oh, sweet. Then you won't believe the love triangle Jen is in now.
Contact me, State Farm agent Scott Carlson, to create your personal price plan today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
At Monument Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, we are here to help you make your comeback. Our team is standing by to diagnose and treat your injury with some of the most advanced treatment options available and same-day appointments. Monument Health practitioners work closely with our therapists and physicians in communities throughout the Black Hills, with locations in Rapid City and Spearfish. Visit monument.health/orthopedics for more information. That's monument.health/orthopedics for more information.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life, with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
Would you buy your insurance from a cartoon character?
What's up, Doc?
Cartoons are good for a laugh, but when you're in an accident or you need your home covered and need help, it's no laughing matter. That's why you need a real person, like Lance at Van Z Insurance Associates. It's not just simple insurance either. Lance has you covered with home, life, auto, and business. Van Z Insurance is your place to call. Stop by today or give Lance a call at 605-393-2399.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Whether you're pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live. Whether you're pregnant or planning ahead,
Belly Brothers Auto Tech is the bark of the town. Belly Brothers is one of the top-rated local auto shops in South Dakota. From an oil change to transmission repairs, they'll treat your car with exceptional service at reasonable rates, with plenty of financing options also available. Holding an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau since 2008, Belly Brothers will get your tail wagging. And visit Jennifer Young next door for your tax accounting needs.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name. When you ask...
We all want to be happy, but sometimes that doesn't feel possible. But if you have hope, you have everything. Rising Hope Counseling provides high-quality mental health services with locations across South Dakota. Additionally, by providing telehealth, we ensure South Dakota's rural residents have access to high-quality mental health services. Our team lives and works in your communities, and we understand the unique challenges we face. Schedule an appointment by phone or online today. Rising Hope Counseling, offering hope, healing, and change.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Belly Brothers Auto Tech is the bark of the town. Belly Brothers is one of the top-rated local auto shops in South Dakota. From an oil change to transmission repairs, they'll treat your car with exceptional service at reasonable rates, with plenty of financing options also available. Holding an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau since 2008, Belly Brothers will get your tail wagging. And visit Jennifer Young next door for your tax accounting needs.
Denny Menho Rapid Chevrolet buys cars, even if they have hail damage. You heard that right. We don't just sell cars, we buy them too, even with hail damage. We make cash offers to purchase local cars, trucks, and SUVs every day. Tired of listing online? Tired of messages? Or just tired of making payments? Whatever the reason, make an appointment at rapidchevrolet.com for a no-obligation appraisal. It's fast and free. When you're ready to sell, we're ready to buy, even with hail damage, at Denny Menho Rapid Chevrolet. Denny Menho Rapid.
Now that we're in the final quarter of the year, it's time to start thinking about the 2022 tax year. W-2s and 1099s are scheduled to be out in January, but don't worry, Jennifer Young's Bookkeeping Services has you covered. They stay on top of the ever-changing tax laws impacting small businesses and corporations. Jennifer Young's Bookkeeping has your best interests at heart. Don't wait until the last minute. Get a head start on your 2022 taxes. Call Jennifer Young or go to jenniferyoungsbookkeeping.com or find her on Facebook.
Family is the fabric of who we are. The generations that came before us and the ones that will carry on after. At Monument Health, we're dedicated to these communities because they're our communities. We're committed to building the healthcare system of tomorrow with medical knowledge and expertise you can trust, close to home. Here to care, here to connect, here for you, today and tomorrow. Monument Health.
Alternative Fuel Coffee House, located in downtown Rapid City, has been a staple since 2006, offering an espresso bar, smoothie bar, and more. If food is what you're looking for, check out their menu. Using local ingredients for their drinks and recipes is their way of showing how important shopping local is. Come in and visit them during skating and patio season for the best coffee experience in town. Who's filling up your cup? Alternative Fuel Coffee House. Looking to spruce things up for dinner tonight? Order online or buy the Inferno's Food by Fire app for your best meal in Rapid City. Inferno's has the best Stonefire signature pizzas, sandwiches, and fresh salads. Build your own pizza all while watching the latest high school or NFL action. Even better, receive a 10% discount off your next order when you mention Live Ticket. That's at Inferno's Food by Fire.
If you want the peace of mind that your next pre-owned vehicle is the best it can be, you want Honda True, and you only find it at Danny Manhole Rushmore Honda. Our Honda certified pre-owned vehicles are thoroughly inspected and backed by 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage, up to 2 complimentary oil changes, 24/7 roadside assistance, inspection report, and 3-day exchange. You simply can't buy the wrong vehicle. Search our inventory at honda-true.com or see us at Denny Manhole Rushmore Honda. If you want the
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
Looking for a great used truck or SUV? Danny Menno Toyota has them. Shop a great selection of half-ton trucks and SUVs, imports and domestics, brands like Ford, GMC, Subaru, Nissan, Jeep, and more. Plus, the area's best selection of used Toyotas, Toyota certified pre-owned. Buy with no money down, get financing on the spot with qualified credit. If we don't have exactly what you're looking for, we'll find it for you in our network of dealerships. See us at Danny Menno Toyota or DannyMennoToyota.com. Looking for a great...
Owned and operated by veterans, Black Mountain Painting provides interior, exterior, residential, and commercial painting services. With over 12 years of experience and a team of trusted paint experts, they bring the highest standard of work to the Black Hills area. They provide interior and exterior painting and custom staining needs. So if you have painting or staining needs inside or out, give Black Mountain Painting a call for your free quote today. 605-661-8612.
Looking for top-notch printing services? Choose Preferred Printing, your South Dakota union printer. We provide mailing services, create banners, vehicle decals, stationery and business forms, event materials including specialty items, apparel, and more. Our skilled team brings your vision to life with exceptional quality and attention to detail. And as a locally veteran-owned shop, we're dedicated to serving our community. Experience the difference with Preferred Printing. Visit us at preferredsd.com or call 605-333-0535 today. Looking for top-notch printing services? Choose Preferred.
Sear Black Hill Steakhouse is a proud supporter of local youth sports. They invite you to experience the difference at the area's newest locally owned steakhouse. From their local and regional sourced ingredients to their perfectly seared steaks, you're sure to enjoy. They look forward to seeing you. Sear Black Hill Steakhouse is a proud supporter of all local youth sports. Sear Black Hill Steakhouse, experience the difference.
At Dakota Discount RV, our mission is to make your RV experience fun and easy by providing quality recreational vehicles, competitive pricing, and professional sales and service. We're proud to offer the finest names in RVs. Our big inventory of fifth wheels, travel trailers, and toy haulers allow us to save customers thousands of dollars compared to most dealers. Come see us at either of our two locations, 3330 East Mall Drive, Rapid City, or 11200 JB Road, exit 48, Somerset. At Dakota Discount RV, our mission...
Whether you're pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live. Whether you're pregnant...
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your home team or reach the region and state. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Dwayne Sobczak today, and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV. Advertising can be...
For 125 years, Security First Bank has been the bank, a dependable fixture of the community and innovators of what comes next. As we celebrate our history, we remain committed to your dreams with dedicated and driven people, expertise, and attention. Because when you're at the bank, you're driven by the people who are your customers, neighbors, and friends. And that's been our commitment since 1898. Security First Bank. We're the bank.
Where can you get surprisingly great rates on auto and renter's insurance? At State Farm. I'm State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, and I'm your one-stop shop in Rapid City for protecting your car and your stuff for surprisingly great rates. So stop looking around. Call me, State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, for surprisingly great auto and renter's rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Even empty backfield out of the gun. Setting in the pocket. Firing for the end zone. Williams, touchdown! What a throw! What a catch! Even empty backfield.
Hi, this is Nate Brown reminding you to join the Nate Brown Show live weekdays from 4 to 6 p.m. It's Rapid City's sports talk show and Rapid City's only call-in radio show. With big-name guests from across the country to the local sports coverage you just can't get anywhere else. Join the conversation every weekday for thought-provoking sports talk. This is your show. Don't miss the Nate Brown Show from 4 to 6 p.m. on 106.7 FM and 1150 a.m. And stream us all the time at foxsportsrapidcity.com. Hi, this...
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS. Do you have a...
My kid wrecked his car, his third car. The kid needs a car. We need the kid to have a car. What did I do? I begged my insurance agent for mercy. That's another story. Then I went to Copper Motors in Rapid City and found a safe, reliable car.
Copper Motors is a small, trusted dealership specializing in safe, quality pre-owned vehicles. No pressure, no hassle. Each vehicle is inspected, serviced, and detailed with a warranty like no other. Copper Motors, corner of Campbell and Omaha.
Truck and Auto Body pregame show here for game number 2 of the Rushmore Bowl. With Dean Gurr, I'm Jerome Wickersham. It's Rapid City Stevens getting set to take on the Douglas Patriots. Let's take a look at today's keys to the game. They're being brought to us by Dakota Discount RV. You can find the key to building lasting family memories with a new or pre-owned RV from Dakota Discount RV. Take a look at their great selection of RVs at 2 locations. Dakota Discount RV. Find them across from Cabela's and also on JB Road in Blackhawk. Dean, what will it come down to between these two teams this afternoon or this evening?
Well, for both teams, it's actually going to be a lot of just ball control. For the visitor, when I talked to Coach Will Velez, he said, we got to be able to manage the clock and manage our mistakes. Such a huge thing for them to be able to control the line of scrimmage and control the ball. And I know the Raiders are going to try to do the same thing. Now, they're going to look different because the Raiders are probably going to want to sling the ball a little bit. This might be a chance to see what Jacob Johnson can do and see how he can connect with some of his receivers. But ultimately, when it comes down to it, they're going to want to run the ball a bit, control the clock, hold on to the football, keep possession, and obviously mistakes. We've seen the Raiders kind of over the years and years just, unfortunately, put some amazing things together, and then here's a mistake. And amazing things, and then here's another mistake. Whether it's that costly penalty or the turnover the wrong time, they've just been in so many games and then it's ended up falling apart because of either a penalty or a turnover. So that's going to be the underlying key for both teams.
And for today's player to watch, that's being powered by High Plains Physical Therapy and Aquatic Therapy Center. Remember, you have a choice on who to see for physical therapy in Rapid City. With a state-of-the-art facility and one-on-one treatment, High Plains PT is ready to help get you moving. Learn more at highplainspt.com. Who do we focus in on this afternoon, Dean?
Well, let's talk about the Douglas Patriots real quick. We already talked about him. Transferred in from Sisseton, Jason Fisher. He's only listed on defense for the Patriots, but he played tight end, caught a couple of balls, including a big touchdown pass last week against Bellefouche. He's 6'5", multi-sport athlete. He's actually the kicker as well, so he can do a lot of things for them. He's going to be an exciting player to help the Douglas Patriots. For the Stevens Raiders, Kale Meisman, Mr. Excitement. He gets the ball in his hands. He's such a hard player, and when he gets it, we've seen him on the basketball court. He does it on the football field. He can just be amazing if they just get the ball into his hands.
Again, that's our players to watch, being powered by High Plains Physical Therapy and Aquatic Therapy Center. You can learn more at highplainspt.com. Dean, I'll let you watch that coin flip there. I'm going to take a quick look at the starting lineups. They're being built by Connect Home Center, whether it's residential or commercial. Connect Home Center is your one-stop shop for all your building and hardware needs. Connect Home Center, your hometown lumberyard since 1928. Real quickly, for the Douglas Patriots, at quarterback, it will be number 9, Aiden Russell, a 6'2", 155-pound junior. Starting at running back will be number 5, Kaysen Tibbetts. He is a 6', 170-pound junior. At a tight end will be number 8, Xander Dowder, a 6'3", 150-pound sophomore. Also at running back, number 28, Tegan Carter. He is a sophomore. A senior wide receiver, number 30, Marcus Woods. Also at running back is number 32, Ian Fleming, a junior running back, 5'9", 135 pounds. On the line for the Douglas Patriots, snapping the ball will be number 60, Paul Klein. In the guard position, number 54, Sylvan Kent, and number 62, Tanner Jameson. And your tackles will be number 69, Wyatt Hill, and number 75, Cannon Shea. Head coach, again, Will Velez for the Douglas Patriots. Real quickly, for the Rapid City Stevens Raiders, at quarterback, Jacob Johnston, wearing number 10, a 6'2", 200-pound senior. Wide receivers, number 1, Beck Morgan, 5'11", 175-pound senior. And Kale Meisman, wearing number Beck Morgan was 1, Kale Meisman, number 11. Kale is a 6'5", 200-pound senior. Also at wide receiver, number 4, Grayson Riddle, 5'9", 170 pounds and a junior. Martin LeGrand, a 6', 180-pound senior, wearing number 82, is wide receiver. And Carter Johnson, the running back, wearing number 23, 5'11", 175 pounds and a junior. On the line will be the left tackle, Elias Gillen, number 77, 6'6", 280 pounds. The left guard, Aiden Schoberl, a 6', 220-pound senior. Number 69, Thomas Mardian, is the center, 6'4", 280 pounds and a junior. Jacob Weber is your right guard, a 6'5", 290-pound junior. And Connor Hickman, the right tackle, 5'11", 220-pound junior. Michael Scott is the head coach for the Rapid City Stevens Raiders.
Patriots won the toss. They, of course, deferred to the second half, so the Raiders will get it.
We're going to get a penalty flag right away before this game even starts.
We don't want to start that right away. Is it a procedure against the Patriots? They lined up improperly. I didn't quite see where it was. They had the numbers on the right side.
Let's meet our officials for this ball game. The law on the field is brought to us by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. Today's officials are James Doyle, Roger Gallimore, Jeremy Hinwood, Joe Martin, and Ellen Olson are today's officials.
That was Roger Gallimore throwing that one.
So already our first flag.
He must have had a foot on the line or something, I would guess. Nice kick.
Here's the kick taken inside the 10-yard line, out to the 20, the
30
30-yard line. Meisman at the 40, and he's going to be tripped up, ankle tackled at about the 47-yard line.
Boy, instant impact. Did I pick that one right or what? Mr. Excitement, Cale Meisman, high-stepping and moving through the pile.
6'5", Cale Meisman. Such a huge threat offensively for this Raider ball club. Again, Jacob Johnston starts at quarterback after Jed Jensen graduates last year. They'll go spread offense. Johnson lined up to the right. There's Meisman out of the backfield, makes the catch. He's at midfield, now the 45, racing down the sideline. He's at the 35-30, spins out of a tackle. He's at the 20. A huge catch and run there by Cale Meisman.
Wow. Nothing like getting the ball in the hands of your playmaker, right out of the backfield. A little bubble screen to the outside, and I'll tell you what, he had nobody in front of him for a while.
A 34-yard catch and run for Cale Meisman. And just like that, the Raiders are in the red zone. There's the pass to the right side. Meisman again at the 20, the 15, and tackled forward down to the 10-yard line. But they're going to spot him at about the 11. Not quite a first down, but two big catches, 44 yards or about 43 yards so far for Cale Meisman.
He's got all the offense for him so far. I know the Warriors did a pretty good job of locking him down. They knew what a threat he was. When I talked to Coach Velez as well, he said, you know what, when we defend these guys, we got to be able to defend him because he's such a playmaker.
Here's Johnston again. Fakes the handoff, throws down the middle of the field, but it's dropped.
That was Carter Johnson. I think he was looking at the end zone because he had nobody around him and just couldn't haul it in.
It was thrown right over the middle. Carter Johnson.
Yeah, just sneaks right through the line. You get lost with the linebackers in there as they're dropping into some sort of shallow zone coverage, and it's wide open.
Here's Johnston again from the shotgun, follows his blockers on the quarterback keeper, tries to turn the corner. He's tripped up, but he's going to have the first down for the Raiders on that left side. It was 3rd and about 2, and now 1st and goal coming up for the Raiders.
You know, obviously, you know, you don't want to compare him to last year's quarterback, but he also has some legs. He's pretty athletic. He's pretty strong. So it isn't like he's just going to drop back in the pocket and just survey the field and try to do something out of that. He's definitely going to be a factor with his legs.
They'll go 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Ball on the 7-yard line. Now changing some personnel there, but we're going to get a timeout as the Raiders were running out of time. So Stevens will call a timeout, but they're in business, 1st and goal from the 7, and it's been all Cale Meisman. I mean, if we had our player to watch in our pregame show, and I think you were dead on when you said the excitement of Cale Meisman.
Yeah, he is. He's just such a fiery player. You know, you obviously can't see it in his helmet here, his face, but you saw it on the basketball court with his face. But his body language just shows it, and just I think the whole team just kind of he's so easy to feed off of just because he's so fiery. I can't imagine what practice is like when he gets out there and makes plays. And, that's what you want when you lead. There's a lot of players who like to just kind of yell at players and, hey, do this and blah, blah, blah. I think he just gets out there. I don't know if he yells or not, but he definitely shows it by his actions.
So here come the Raiders out of that timeout. This drive was all set up on a nice return by Cale Meisman, then a 34-yard catch and run. And now they're going to hand it off to Johnson. He turns, gets around the tackle, and he's in for the score from 7 yards out.
Good job. Good. Like we said, we knew they wanted to kind of work on the running game, use that offensive line, have him get a big push, and that's exactly what they did. I don't know that he was even touched until he actually hit the end zone.
So Carter Johnson takes it in from 7 yards out, and the Raiders go up 6-0, awaiting the extra point here in game number 2 of the Rushmore Bowl, taking on the Douglas Patriots. Here's the snap, the kick. It is up, and it is good.
That's Parker Mesmer.
So that touchdown drive is powered by Four Seasons Motorsports and Marine. Visit Four Seasons Motorsports on East St. Patrick Street and get your hands on the ultimate Polaris side-by-side. Start your adventure of a lifetime at fourseasonsportscenter.com. Well, what a nice way for the Raiders to start this ball game. Losing last week to a Washington team that they defeated last year in the Rushmore Bowl. And this year they lost to Washington to start the season. Now they get the Douglas Patriots. They want to come out and make a statement early, and they did just that.
Yeah, they did. And obviously getting to what they feel is kind of their bread and butter, running the ball up the middle, using Jacob Johnson with his legs, and using Cale Meisman and all of his exciting energy.
So it'll be Douglas football for the first time tonight. Douglas again coming off of their win last week over Belle-Fourche, their first win since 2020.
Against Belle-Fourche, wow.
Well, their first win just in the last 3 seasons.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes, they had not won since 2020.
Oh my gosh, that must have been a fired up bus ride home.
Yeah, I cannot remember how many they had lost in a row, but it was 20-some games in a row dating back to 2020. So Douglas, of course, fired up. Like Dean alluded to in the pregame, you're going to see some different personnel out there for this Douglas team. Rapid City Stevens getting set to kick off, leading 7-0 on the State Farm scoreboard. Here's your kick, end over end. This one sails into the end zone for a touchback. That one will be brought out to the 20-yard line, and the Douglas Patriots will take over.
Nice. It's nice when you got someone with a leg like that. It can really nullify any big-time returns that you're looking for. So that's good. And, yeah, like we said, we're going to now see the returning defense. Again, they're looking for players to kind of step up from what they had last year into this year. Tate Crossway, I believe he is a 4-year starter. And see him roll around, like you said, all-state player last year, just absolutely just menacing in the middle of that field.
There's the pass down the right sideline. That is incomplete, but pressure shown by that Raider defense on the quarterback, Aiden Russell. And he could feel that pressure all night.
Right, he definitely.
It could be a long night for him.
And I'll tell you, I don't know if they're going to do it as much tonight, probably just because they're going to get pressure from their front four. But the Raiders, in order for them to succeed defensively against formidable opponents, they have to be able to blitz and put lots and lots of pressure. So they're going to work on it here right now. But in general, that's not.
There's a pitch to the near side. That's going to go to number 5, Kason Tibbetts. He tries to get around the left side, get around the tackle. He's forced out of bounds. Didn't quite get the first down, but it's going to make a very manageable third down coming up for the Patriots.
Yeah, and I would be surprised if the Patriots run up the middle too much just because of how much pressure that the Raiders put up coming through the middle. They take away that both A gaps. They're like, hey, you're not running up the middle. You got to get outside. We're going to use our speed anyway and be able to get there.
2 minutes gone by here in this first quarter. Looking at 3rd and 3. Here's Russell now. There's the handoff to Tibbetts. Tibbetts trying to get find some room through the gap there on the left side. And he is going to maybe get a yard or even back to the line of scrimmage. We're looking at 4th down coming up.
I'll tell you what, as high as Coach Velez was on Jason Fisher, I'm surprised he's just not in the game. I see him coming in right now, and I don't know if maybe he's hurt a little bit or whatever it is, but you can see he's definitely towering over the rest of the teammates here. He's kind of the near side end on that, and definitely a playmaker. He's got big, long arms, big hands.
So special teams unit out there. Here's the punt by the Douglas Patriots. This one just a high end-over-end punt. It hits the 40-yard line, bounces to the 45 to midfield, and it will roll to the 48-yard line. So the Raiders will be in good field position to start their next drive.
Yeah, definitely too much leg underneath it. Didn't get it out on his foot where he needed to. But we're going to have a penalty running into the kicker.
So a 5-yard penalty. This one's coming back, and the Douglas Patriots offense will stay on the field.
We talked, that was part of our pregame. Some of those penalties that for some reason the Raiders just give other teams extra opportunities by doing things just like that. Here is a free first down. I mean, you just dominated them on defense, that possession. And then you all now give them this free first down.
Last year, the Raiders went out to Patriots Stadium. They defeated the Patriots 66-8. Here's Russell again, hands it off to Tibbetts. Tibbetts tries to get it to the outside. He swung around, stays on his feet, tries to get through a wall of defenders, but instead he's going to be tackled back at the 24-yard line for a loss of about 6 yards.
Tell you what, he did a good job. Carson Fielder was all over him and had a chance to make a big-time play on him, and he was able to get out of it. But, yeah, by that time, you're just running around like playing backyard football and just trying to escape something somewhere, and eventually the teams just kind of swarm you.
And that was an 8-yard loss. So now 2nd and 18 from the 24-yard line. Russell from the shotgun. 3-step drop, looking to his left, throws to the middle of the field, has a receiver. He makes the catch just shy of the 40-yard line.
That was a nice catch, Marcus Woods, and Coach Velez was very high on Woods. The Russell to Woods combination, he liked that. We talked about Fisher doing it on offense. He also loves Wyatt Hill and Tanner Jamison on the line, being able to be effective.
So a nice catch there by Woods makes it 3rd and 4 now from the 38-yard line. They need to get to the Douglas 42 for a first down. Trips right, out of the shotgun again. Russell scrambles, throws it up for grabs, and it is incomplete.
So close. That was definitely really close. It looked like it didn't look like it was. It was a 50-50 ball up there, and the defender kind of climbs the ladder, and it almost looked like it was caught, but it was Xander Blodgett who eventually broke it up as they both hit the ground, Woods and Blodgett kind of going together. I thought Russell did a pretty decent job trying to find somebody down there. He just needed to put more oomph in it, but when you're on the run, it's kind of hard to do.
So here's the punt by Douglas now. This one just a high punt. It's going to be fair catch called for by Beck Morgan.
And we're going to get another flag. Here's 2 flags.
2 flags.
I kind of thought there was a little hand fighting right in front of where Beck Morgan caught it. Maybe we've got 2 flags, the same foul either way. Alan Olson's going to gather his crew around here. Jeremy Headwood to his left and say, okay, what do we got? And they're going to pick up one of them and pick up.
Have a personal fall, 29 blue, 15 yards, first down.
So a personal foul, 15-yard penalty against the Raiders.
Again, not to sound like a broken record, but here you are again. A free first down penalty. Now, this one's not going to give another first down, but you just, from advantageous opportunity you had, catching the ball, you had great field position, and now you lose 15 yards on top of that, just from a personal foul.
The Raiders now have 2 penalties for a total of 20 yards here in this first quarter as they lead 7-0 over the Douglas Patriots. And we'll see Jacob Johnston and that offense go back to work. Going from left to right or from west to east.
They're going to give the Heat timeout here.
Heat timeout.
We are going to take a Heat timeout, so we will take one as well. Again on the State Farm scoreboard, insured by agent Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick. 7:29 remaining in the first quarter, and the Raiders lead the Patriots. 7-0 is your score. You're listening to high school football on 106.7 FM, 1150 AM, Fox Sports Rapid City, also on GoRaidersLive.com. We're back in 30 seconds. And welcome back to the Anytime Auto Sales, Service, and Detail broadcast booth, Sales, Service, and Recreation. With Dean Gurr, I'm Jerome Wickersham. Again, thanks for spending some of your Labor Day weekend with us as we bring you the 31st Annual Rushmore Bowl. 1st and 10, there's a screen pass to the left side, caught by the receiver, cuts back to his left. Now he's at the 35, the 40, still on his feet, and he is going to be tackled at the 45-yard line. A nice catch and run for the Raiders.
And number 82, that's Martin LeGrand there, getting his first catch of the game. Like I said, it was a nice run. He had a good open field. He took off, looked like he was going to get brought down, but he just high-stepped through it, took on a couple more tackles, got some extra yards out of that.
Third first down in this first quarter for the Raiders as they go spread offense. Here's Johnston again. There's the jet sweep. They hand it off to Morgan. Morgan turns the corner. We'll see a penalty marker. That was not Morgan. He's forced out of bounds, but it looks like Grayson Riddle on the jet sweep that time.
Yeah, wide open, but I think we're going to get a holding call by the Raiders on this near side there. Probably what gave him the big opportunity, holding on to the defensive end there.
We got a hold. 10 yards from the flag. Replay the down. First down.
So I believe you said Alan Olson's crew, right?
Yes.
He's wearing the white hat.
That is Alan Olson there.
So that's going to be the third penalty of this first quarter. Right now the Raiders have 3 penalties for a total of 30 yards. They may lead 7-0, but again, some of those penalties could be some, depending on the timing of some of those penalties, they could be huge.
Yeah, absolutely. They come at the wrong time. You end up just fighting that uphill battle. The Comets and the Cavaliers know that.
Here's Johnston to Meisman. He's going to throw it deep. Actually, it wasn't to Meisman. They were throwing it to him. That was number 3 for the Raiders. That's Talon. I'm sorry.
That's Tate Crossway.
Tate Crossway.
Yeah, and we knew he stepped in and played some quarterback, so it's not like he doesn't have an arm. Playing for Post 22, he's got a little bit of a cannon out there and just kind of chucked it down. But how about the defender for the Douglas Patriots? That was number 10, Isaiah Brewer, who was locked up one-on-one with Meisman running down the field. I don't think the ball was thrown enough, so Brewer was able to get there and just play great defense right in front of Meisman, which is not easy.
2nd and 16. There's the handoff. That one's going to go, or they're going to give to number 33.
That's Destin Glenn.
Yep, Destin Glenn.
5'9",
190-pound senior coming in.
See, brothers of the Glen from a couple of years ago.
Could be.
Makes me wonder. Either way, like I said, I think they're going to really try to work on some inside running game. I think they know they have the speed to get outside to where they need to, but they want to get that big beef just pushing forward. I think they got a size advantage right now against Douglas.
3rd and 8. Here's Johnston out of the gun. Throws it down the middle of the field. Meisman makes the catch inside the 40-yard line of the Patriots, and his forward progress is stopped, but he will have another Raider first down.
Nice little inside cut there for Mr. Meisman. So he kind of went right in the middle of that zone, underneath the safeties, found that little pocket. Johnson did a good job of delivering the ball right on the money.
Jacob Johnston coming in at quarterback this year after Jed Jensen retiring.
Retired
Graduating
from his senior season.
He did, graduating. So it'll be 1st and 10 now. This is going to be the quarterback keeper for Johnston. Gets around the tackle, puts his shoulder down, gets hit at the 30-yard line, but picks up about 6 yards before he goes down.
Yeah, a nice job there. He was actually getting chased by the defensive lineman who tried to grab onto him, couldn't. He just kept rolling, finding. Again, he's kind of a good hard runner. Maybe not nearly as shifty as Jensen, but still, I thought he did a really nice job that time.
4:45 remaining in this first quarter. 7-0. Rapid City Stevens leading the Douglas Patriots. They're looking at 2nd and 3 now. From the 31-yard line, Johnston this time follows his blockers to the right side. Actually, it's Crossweight again on the Wildcat, but he is going to be tackled back at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, and he's going to be tackled by number 14, Jason Fisher. Coming in, he comes from his linebacker spot, and they're going to run right at him, and he gets through the block and gets into the backfield.
They lose a few yards there. Now 3rd and 7 coming up for the Raiders on the Patriot 35-yard line, going from left to right. Here come the Raiders up to the line of scrimmage. Jacob Johnston back in there at quarterback, trips left, one receiver to the right, Meisman on single coverage. There's the snap. Now they look to Morgan, thought about a screen pass, but it's going to be Johnston. He's going to tuck and run down the left sideline, has enough for a first down as he's forced out of bounds.
Just a great job by Johnston that time. They set up a screen on the left side, but I think it was a slip screen as the blockers slid downfield, and you saw him kind of pump to the outside. Then he was looking downfield, but I think the Patriots did a pretty good job of covering it. So that's when Johnston rolled out, tried to find more, just wasn't there, so he tucked and ran, but did a good job getting that first down with his legs.
1st and 10 on the 22-yard line. There's a jet sweep once again. They're going to give the ball to Morgan. He's at the 20, turns the corner, the 15, the 10, forced out of bounds at the 7-yard line, but another Raider first down, 1st and goal for Rapid City Stevens.
Yeah, boy, when you can run the ball and throw the ball in all areas, and you've got a quarterback that can deliver it, you got a receiver that can catch it, you've got the speed to get to the outside, the power to go up the middle. It is so difficult for a defense to try to guard that because it's almost like you're playing a guessing game at times. Do I blitz this time? Here's my chance. And sometimes you come up with a big play like Fisher did a couple of plays ago, and sometimes you're just chasing your own tail.
We had a legal protection. He lost his helmet and he kept playing the play, so we'll be half the difference in the goal, first down.
Not sure what that penalty was. I think his mic cut out, so I didn't hear exactly.
Something against the Douglas Patriots, a kid that lost his helmet and kept playing.
Oh, illegal participation.
So that'll be just the 2nd penalty of this ball game for the Douglas Patriots. But now it'll be 1st and goal inside the 5-yard line. The ball at the 3 for the Raiders. Here's Jacob Johnston out of the shotgun. Drops back, under pressure, tucks and runs, heads straight for the goal line, and he's in from 3 yards out.
Yeah, I think he was looking at Meisman. He just wanted Meisman to do the quick slant, and I think the defender did a good job of cutting him off, and then he did a dig route and went back the other way, but by that time, things were closing down quickly. I think the defensive end actually had a hand in there, was ready to take down the passing lane. That was number 30, Marcus Woods, who was locked up on Meisman one-on-one. So they took him away, but that's okay. They have Johnston at the helm.
Here's the extra point attempt by Parker Mesmer. It is good. On the State Farm scoreboard, insured by agent Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick, with 3:17 remaining in this first quarter, Rapid City Stevens has the lead over Douglas. 14-0 is your score. And that touchdown drive is powered by Four Seasons Motorsports and Marine. Visit Four Seasons Motorsports on East St. Patrick Street and get your hands on the ultimate Polaris side-by-side. Start your adventure of a lifetime at fourseasonsportscenter.com. You know, we were looking for the Raiders last week on the road, looking to come back here, play their home opener at the Rushmore Bowl. Of course, always a big crowd for that game, to kind of just, bounce back this week, and they're doing just that, taking on the Douglas Patriots here in the Rushmore Bowl.
Yeah, they definitely are. Stumbling a little bit in situations, but they're showing that their ability. It's good to highlight an opportunity here to see what your receivers can do, what your running back can do, what your quarterback can do, because you're still really feeling him out. He's been in practice. He's been in one legitimate game. He's got a little bit of playing time last year, kind of here and there, but in general, just didn't get a lot. So it's good to see what you're made of. It's hard when you travel all the way across to the East River and you go up against anywhere the Sioux Falls area schools, and as your first test, you don't get an opportunity to see what you have. So that's what we're going to see here tonight.
Here's the kickoff by the senior Parker Mesmer, a 6'4", 210-pound kicker. This one again sails into the end zone, so another touchback. And the Douglas Patriots, they have been forced to punt twice. They will have the ball now for the third time in this contest.
Right, and they've done a couple of things. Kind of surprising that they were able to kind of throw the ball. Aiden last week against Belle-Fourche, Aiden Russell was only 2 of 9 passing. He threw a touchdown and an interception. So they were running the ball, run all over the place. Now he's made a couple of shots. One great defensive play, knocked one play down, and another pretty good play from his receiver kind of helped him out in that one. So I think they're going to try to see if they can match up a little bit better in the secondary.
Looks like the Douglas Patriots want to take a timeout as they are 1st and 10 on their own 20. So we'll step aside as well for this timeout as the Rapid City Stevens Raiders lead the Douglas Patriots 14-0 on the State Farm scoreboard. You're listening to high school football on 106.7 FM, 1150 AM, Fox Sports Rapid City. We're back in 30 seconds. That'd be fun to sit by those fans down there. Oh my gosh, right? So far, the high school football season has been hot. And welcome back to O'Hara Stadium in Rapid City with Dean Gurr. I'm Jerome Wickersham here at the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail broadcast booth. It is going to be Douglas football coming out of this timeout. Looks like it was it Marcus Woods?
Yep, inside to Marcus Woods. He did a little bit of a kind of a quick slant slot kind of screen inside, and found a little, tunnel screen inside. Got up the middle, showed a little bit of running room there.
About 6 yards on the gain on the carry, so 2nd and 4 coming up for Douglas on their own 26-yard line. Aiden Russell out of the shotgun, trips right. There's the pitch to the left side, but the ball bounced, and then it was picked up by Tibbetts, but he is going to be tackled immediately for a loss back at the 19-yard line
and he gets up slow.
And I see Jason Fisher has come in, and he's in one of the receiver slots. I'm sure he played a little tight end, get a little wide. They're going to line him up and see who matches up against him and see if they can get that. The safety was lined up over on this side, so definitely some respect for him over there.
So lost that time, 3rd and 11 from the 19-yard line. Aiden Russell goes out of the shotgun once again, trips left, one receiver to the right. They'll try to get it to the big receiver there, Jason Fisher, on a slant route there. But it was kind of thrown a little behind him.
Yeah, and he just kind of tried to one-hand a little bit to try to grab it. I think he didn't run the greatest route. I don't know exactly how much speed he has, but kind of just did it inside. He was in position. He had the defender to his back, but he just, like you said, just kind of threw a hand out there. He was like, yeah, it's not there. I'm not going to grab it.
On 4th and 11, it will be the 3rd punt of the night for the Douglas Patriots. Beck Morgan thought about calling for a fair catch, but one of his teammates was there. He kind of pushed him out of the way, and they're just going to let it drop, and it is down by the Patriots on the Patriot 43-yard line.
Yeah, that was Talon Lunders who was kind of backing up. I'm sure his intent was to block it. They probably figured the punt was going to go farther than it did, but they wisely got away from it.
So another short field to work with for the Raiders as the Stevens Raiders lead the Douglas Patriots 14-0 with 1:41 left in quarter number 1, as it's starting to cool down a little bit here.
A little bit.
Not much of a breeze, though, at all. You can see the flags on the goalpost. They are not moving. There's the handoff right up the middle. Actually, to the right is going to be number 23 was the ball carrier.
Yeah, that was Carter
Johnson.
Carter Johnson there. He started up the middle, but when you run that inside zone and it just gets cut off, then you just bounce to the outside, and that's typical zone. Find where the hole's at and get through it, and that's what he did. Found some running room to the outside and move the chains.
So 1st and 10 for Rapid City Stevens. Their 7th first down in this first quarter, as they have moved the ball well against the Douglas Patriots. They go trips left now with Cale Meisman lined up, single coverage on the right. Pump fakes, now he throws it to Meisman on a curl route there, but he's going to be tackled immediately at the 25-yard line. Just a short gain of about 3 yards.
Yeah, that's Isaiah Brewer again, making a play on him. And I think he wanted to hit him on the quick slant right away. It didn't work, so he kind of stopped. Still was open, so Johnston was able to deliver the ball on the money, but Brewer closed in quite quickly.
So now we're looking at 2nd and 6, actually, on the scoreboard. Johnston hands the ball off. It's going to be Johnson right up the middle of the field, puts his shoulder down, and he's going to get inside the 15-yard line, and another Raider first down.
You just love the push by that front group of the Raiders, led by Mr. Thomas Mardian in the center. I think he's just great little field general. You see when he comes up the line, he starts talking, starts pointing things out, and that's what you want.
So now we go 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. Johnston hands it off to Johnson. He'll go right up the middle once again. Cut to the left side, and he is in for the touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown run by Carter Johnson.
He kind of ran off to that left side there, just like we talked about. Thomas Mardian locked up, but he was locked up enough that Johnson just kind of ran right by him, and then the left guard was over there as well. I know on the right side is number Elias Gillen on the one side. No, Jacob Weber, the right guard there, is just doing an incredible job making that push.
Here's the extra point attempt by Parker Mesmer, and he is perfect now from the extra point attempts. He is 3 for 3. That makes it 21-0 on the State Farm scoreboard, insured by agent Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick. The Raiders with the lead over the Patriots, and that touchdown drive is powered by Four Seasons Motorsports and Marine. Again, visit Four Seasons Motorsports on East St. Patrick Street and get your hands on the ultimate Polaris side-by-side.
Start your adventure of a lifetime at fourseasonsportscenter.com. So we have 3 rushing touchdowns now for the Rapid City Stevens Raiders, 2 by Carter Johnson and 1 by Jacob Johnston. So not through the air, but on the ground for the Raiders.
Yeah, and we knew they had the ability to go through the air, but we knew they also kind of a newer look ground game for them. That ground game was just a little bit of an accent last year to the playmaking ability of their quarterback. This year, it's a little bit more pressure. They got a little bit more beef size up front, and they can able to push the ball, push the line, kind of take care of the line of scrimmage.
Parker Mesmer gets set to kick off for Rapid City Stevens, going from left to right. We're down to the final 34 seconds of this first quarter, which has been controlled by Rapid City Stevens. Raiders coming in, they're 0-1 on the season, while Douglas, they are 1-0 with that win last week over Bellefouche in Black Hills Conference football. Mesmer getting set to kick off from left to right. This one again will go into the end zone. Another touchback, and like you said, Dean, it's great to have a kicker like that. He does a great job.
You don't even need a kickoff team.
No.
They're there to get some exercise.
Parker Mesmer has been fired up after every one of his extra points. I mean, always getting congratulated by his holder and just having a lot of fun out there this evening.
Yeah, definitely. You love to. You're a kicker. You just love to be able to. That's a pigeon just flew onto the
I
field.
see that out by the 35-yard line.
He's like, I guess it's better than a cat running around or a rabbit, but still.
So Aiden Russell will lead the Patriots back onto the field. He'll go from the shotgun. There's the toss to the left side. Tibbetts tries to turn the corner. He gets out of one tackler. He sheds a tackler, but as he turns and makes his way up the field, he's going to pick up about 7 or 8 yards.
Nice little option play going that side. And that tackle that he missed is probably darn lucky he did. That was Crossway who came flying in there, but didn't get a solid pad on him, and Crossway ended up laying over on the 20-yard line. He kind of frustrated with himself that he missed out. He had an opportunity to light Tibbetts up, but Tibbetts keeping himself safe, fires his way up, and get a good push for a good gain.
That's the end of the first quarter here in game number 2 of the Rushmore Bowl. On the State Farm scoreboard, insured by agents Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick, it's been all Rapid City Stevens leading Douglas 21-0 after 1 quarter of play. We'll step aside. We're back in 1 minute as you're listening to high school football action on 106.7 FM, 1150 AM, Fox Sports Rapid City.
A few years ago, Security First Bank started talking about what it means to be the bank. And the truth is, for 125 years, we've known exactly what it means to you. Consistency, dependability, determination, and devotion. For 125 years, we've been resilient and steadfast in our commitment to you. History is not just looking backward, it's also the stuff we're made of moving forward. Security First Bank. We're the bank. Member FDIC.
Great news. I just got the State Farm personal price plan on our home and auto insurance.
You told our agent about my thing for romance novels?
No, you don't have to get that personal. Our agent just helped me choose affordable options to create a personalized price just for us.
Oh, sweet. Then you won't believe the love triangle Jen is in now.
Contact me, State Farm agent Scott Carlson, to create your personal price plan today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
Leading Douglas 21-0. It is Douglas football, though, to start this second quarter. Actually, yes, Douglas football. Going from left to right now. Here's Aiden Russell out of the shotgun. A hard snap count. And we're going to get offsides against the Raiders, I think.
Come flying through there. Is that 56? Because I did not see a 56 on their roster.
Just the second first down for the Douglas Patriots. And the fourth penalty of this ball game. Here's Russell now, throws on an out route. The catch is made by number 28. That's going to be Tegan Carter. And he'll have another Douglas first down out near midfield.
How about that? Aiden Russell able to do a great job that time. Just find his receiver who ran just a nice little simple out route. The ability to complete an out is not one of the easiest ones. People think, oh, he's just going to run an out and he's going to throw it out there. No, you have to deliver it. You have to deliver ahead of him and with some authority there.
And there's I think it was a broken play. It was the snap out of the shotgun to Russell. I thought maybe he would option it to Tibbetts, but instead he tucks it in because the defender got there quickly. He's just trying to protect the football, and he is going to be sacked for a loss of 3 yards.
Yeah, unfortunately. Again, we talked earlier about the fact that, the Raiders, over the years and probably continue again this year, they're going to have to succeed by being able to blitz. That time, just Crossweight was kind of in the mix of those players all over Russell.
So now 2nd and 13, Russell out of the shotgun. Being pressured, throws to the left sideline. He actually had a receiver there, but I don't think the receiver was looking for the ball, and it falls incomplete.
Well, it was kind of half and half. He had one receiver kind of running a corner route there, one receiver running a go route. He kind of threw the ball right in between the both of them. Like you said, the one running the corner route, I don't quite think he knew the ball was on his way. It was almost like he was jogging by the time the ball was over his head.
I think it was Isaiah Brewer and Lane Paulson both in the vicinity.
I think each of them thought it was going to the other person.
So now 3rd and 13 from the Patriot 46-yard line. They trail 21-0 to the Raiders. There's the snap out of the shotgun. Russell. Again, it's going to be almost intercepted. I think he tried to get it to Brewer, who wasn't even looking for the football. He was more blocking, and then it was almost picked off by the Raider defender.
Yeah, Caleb Cryan was right there. And, yeah, like you said, he had an opportunity. He wasn't quite sure if there was going to be like a curl route, or not quite sure exactly what the route was. But either way, the Patriots forced a punt here near midfield. Gets a good punt. Get a chance to put the Raiders deep, make them drive a long field.
Looks like Beck Morgan is back deep. Here's the punt. Morgan calls for a fair catch. Now he just lets this one bounce. It takes a Patriot bounce inside the 20 down to the 15-yard line. The special teams player for Douglas jumps on it, but I think it might have kept rolling a little bit.
Absolutely. You saw the player next to him go, oh, what's he doing? Why did he just jump on that?
So it's at the 15-yard line, or about the 16-yard line is where the Raiders will take over. The Raiders, on their first 3 possessions, they have scored touchdowns.
Yeah, I like the effort. I got it, coach. No problem.
So the Raiders have yet to punt in this ball game. They've scored 3 touchdowns, all rushing touchdowns. 10:29 to go in the second quarter. Jacob Johnston, again, trips right. Screen pass right side is going to be caught by LeGrand. He's going to make a cut down the right sideline, and he is going to be forced out of bounds, but he gets the first down for the Raiders.
Yeah, he had a lot of running room there. When he caught that ball, there was one defender and someone being blocked right there, blocking said defender. And so he had a lot of room, and I thought maybe he had a chance to kind of cut up the middle here, right up the seam. Instead, he chose to run to the outside. Either way, got a first down.
That's the 9th first down in this first half for Rapid City Stevens, as they have moved the ball well against this Patriot defense.
Going to get a flag over here. I'm not sure. Illegal substitution.
Illegal substitution. Offense. 5 yards. Replay the down.
So illegal substitution. Fifth penalty against Rapid City Stevens in this first half. Fifth penalty for a total of 40 yards in this first half. Johnston out of the shotgun, fakes the handoff. Now he throws it to the running back out of the backfield. That is number 5. So that's going to be, is it Bryce Swanson?
Bryce Swanson.
Who came out of the backfield. Swanson out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
Just a different version of that little screen pass. You got the running back who slides over and takes advantage of the players in front of him. The nice thing about that, throwing those balls behind the line of scrimmage, that allows the lineman to get down the field, hence the screen pass we call it. To get downfield, you can get blockers in front of you where you need them, and they don't have to stay back behind and pass block.
Trips left. Here's Johnson again. Out of the pocket. He's going to keep it. Get to the 30, the 35, and out of bounds at about the 39-yard line. Actually, the 37-yard line. And that is going to be close to a first down. Looks like Alan Olson is saying move the chains. So on the run there by Jacob Johnston. That's going to be the 10th first down of this half for Rapid City Stevens.
Yeah, he had a lot of room over there on that side.
So we're seeing the legs of Jacob Johnston in this ball game.
Yeah, he's definitely kind of impressing me, just how he's running, throwing.
There's the handoff. I think that was Johnson. We'll see if that is 30 or 23 that gets up. It is 23, so Carter Johnson right up the middle. Gets out past the 40 to the 44-yard line. Now 2nd and 3 coming up for the Raiders as they are controlling this clock through this first quarter, or through the first half rather. One receiver to each side. Again, there's a pass to the right side. The ball is low, though. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to Cale Meisman. But Cale at 6'5", it's not easy for him to bend down there and get such a low pass.
No, not at all. And I think, he just did a little subtle route right there on the sideline right in front of the Raider bench. And, like you said, you throw something off the shoe tops, he's got to come up with it. Not that he can't by any means.
He's very athletic.
He is an athlete.
You got to get this up high, and he can do jump balls up there. So we're 3rd and short out of this shotgun. They throw it to the right side. That's going to be Meisman who makes the catch. Still on his feet. He's at the 45, the 40. Now he cuts back across the field. He's at the 25, 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. And Cale Meisman in for a touchdown for the Raiders.
How about Mr. Shifty right there? You love that. That's exactly, I think they were trying to do that exact same play last time. You put Crossweight was the quarterback, gets it to Meisman, and he just weaves through the traffic, and you just saw how well he could avoid defenders. It looked like he was just kind of jogging. Maybe he's just got those long legs, but kind of as he was jogging, there was a defender right there, and right about the 15 or 10-yard line, he just puts on the jets right there and flies into the end zone.
Awaiting the extra point by Parker Mesmer. There's the snap, the hold, the kick is through the uprights. So on the State Farm scoreboard, insured by agent Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick, with 9:12 remaining in the second quarter, Rapid City Stevens leading Douglas 28-0 is the score, and that touchdown drive is powered by Four Seasons Motorsports and Marine. Visit Four Seasons Motorsports on East St. Patrick Street and get your hands on the ultimate Polaris side-by-side. Start your adventure of a lifetime at FourSeasonsSportsCenter.com. A 57-yard catch and run by Cale Meisman. I'm pretty sure he's got over 100 yards now in this first half.
Yeah, absolutely. They went to him early and often. kind of gave him a little bit of a break out there, and now they found him again. And boy, you could just hear the crowd go nuts. He is just an exciting player. You get that, you just see him weave and move and duck and dodge, and he's got those long legs, and it's very exciting.
He is very exciting to watch for the Raiders. Again, last year they went 3-6. They started the year with 2 wins to start the season, but then they struggled with just 1 win the rest of the way. They're hoping with the core group that they have that they're able to maybe make a run into the playoffs this year. Deep into the playoffs, possibly.
Right, and they actually put up I remember that playoff game that we traveled when they played O'Gorman. It was an exciting game. They were right there, so they're able to go blow for blow with O'Gorman, and unfortunately could not get the win. But that just went to show you what they had last year. And like you said, if that core group, definitely that line. The line is looking pretty good tonight as well. They're able to run the ball, and of course, now the new quarterback, Jacob Johnston, is actually doing a really nice job. I'm very impressed by him.
Johnston has run for a touchdown and thrown a touchdown pass. Here's the kick by Parker Mesmer. This one is going to go into the end zone once again. But you look for Rapid City Stevens, they've had the ball 4 times in the first half. They come away with 4 touchdowns in this first half. So just a phenomenal way to start this game, as they definitely wanted to bounce back after losing to Washington last week by 20.
Yeah, just to prove that, hey, we're here, we can play, we know how to play ball. And as long as they keep those mistakes penalty type things that they do, and it's not just the penalties, it's those kind of ridiculous penalties that they get at kind of the wrong time. They keep those down to a minimum, it really will have a major impact on their season.
Here's Aiden Russell out of the shotgun. Screen pass left side, caught by the receiver. Tries to break a tackle, but instead he's going to be pushed back to the 15-yard line. It's getting a little chippy down there as he threw the football at the defender.
Yeah.
The receiver did.
Right. And I don't think the Douglas Patriots like that.
Because I think what happened, too, the defender kind of, once he tackled him, as he got up, he pushed the helmet.
Sure. Right. Yep. Absolutely. And those are the kind of things we're talking about. You got to keep the play intensity in between the whistles. You got to make sure that that's where it stays and not outside.
So a loss that time after the catch made by number 18, Lane Paulson. 8:25 to play. Douglas will take a timeout, so we are going to step aside as well. On the State Farm scoreboard, insured by agents Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick, with 8:25 remaining in the second quarter. It's been all Rapid City Stevens leading Douglas 28-0. We'll step aside for 30 seconds right here on 106.7 FM, 1150 AM, Fox Sports Rapid City.
At Monument Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, we are here to help you make your comeback. Our team is standing by to diagnose and treat your injury with some of the most advanced treatment options available and same-day appointments. Monument Health practitioners work closely with our therapists and physicians in communities throughout the Black Hills, with locations in Rapid City and Spearfish. Visit monument.health/orthopedics for more information. That's monument.health/orthopedics for more information.
And welcome back to the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail broadcast booth. We're going to see an interception by the Raiders, and running back for the score is
Caleb Crine. That was
Caleb Crine.
Yep. The pressure was in Russell's face. He stepped back, he threw, and I don't know if the receiver was ready for it or not, but Crine just undercut the route and stepped in and had an easy pick six for the Raiders.
Dean, did you catch how far that was about for the interception?
Yeah, well, he intercepted at about the 10-yard line.
Okay.
So the run back was about 10 yards.
And that was?
Because he kind of threw it right at the line of scrimmage.
Caleb Crine with the pick six.
Here's Mesmer, and the Raiders tack on. to their lead over the Patriots.
So on the State Farm scoreboard, insured by agents Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick, that makes it now 35-0. And wow, the Raiders just in control of this contest.
Yeah, and it's hard when you're trying. So this is kind of what happened to St. Thomas More last week. Here you are, you're tied, you get kind of a stop. The other team goes ahead and scores, and time's starting to tick away, so you're kind of forced to try to do some things maybe you wouldn't normally do, kind of get out of your game plan, so you start throwing the ball a little bit more, and you get the turnovers, the pick sixes, those type of things. It turns into a game that went from somewhat close to kind of a huge blowout. Again, 35-0 right now for them, and just, boy, a pick six is just so disheartening for the offense and so uplifting for the defense.
Still 8:17 remaining here in this first half. Rapid City Stevens gets set to kick off. Parker Mesmer will kick it off. Back deep for Douglas, we see number 47. That's Carson Hicks. Trying to catch the other player back deep. Here's the kick by Mesmer. End over end. This one actually a little short. And it goes out of bounds.
No.
It was touched by Kaysen Tibbetts at the 5-yard line.
And that's where they're going to keep it. I think he wanted to return it and just muffed it right at the 5-yard line. So unfortunate for him there in that situation. Hey, today's broadcast is brought to you in part by the Kiefer Family Dental. Kiefer Family Dental is proud to sponsor Black Hills South Dakota High School sports. They say, be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord, your God, is with you wherever you go. That is taken out of Joshua 1:9. Be awesome and smile. To get started, visit KieferFamilyDental.com.
Another timeout here with 8:17 remaining. Again, we've had more heat timeouts. I know for our first game, we were right around 99 degrees. For a kickoff. In the second, it cooled off just a little.
It was 95 when I checked it earlier, now down to 87, looks like.
A hot day here today for the Rushmore Bowl. I know we said a couple of weeks ago we were out at Rapid City Christian, had probably our hottest season kickoff there. And now, probably out of the Rushmore Bowl, all the years we've covered this particular game or night, this is probably one of the hottest days we've had as well.
So it's all the heat that we expected all summer long and really never got it. Here it is trying to cram it all in before fall arrives, and it's going to be 65 on Tuesday and rainy.
Some other scores real quickly. If you didn't catch our first game tonight, or this afternoon rather, Sioux Falls Lincoln, the top-ranked team in Class 11 AAA, they defeat Rapid City Central 59-0. And then with 2 minutes left in the second, it's Harrisburg 20, Brandon Valley 14. That game being played out there at Brandon. So now back to action here with Douglas deep in their own territory. 1st and 10 from their own 4-yard line on a reverse, but it's going to be a sack in the end zone. That is a safety.
And that is Bryce Swanson, who came in from his defensive end spot and just snuffed that out and is able to get in, and they get, like you said, the big safety, you just love it when you line up when they're deep back in their own end zone. You just bring the house, and that's exactly what they did, and Bryce Swanson's going to get credit with a couple of points there.
So now 37-0 on the State Farm scoreboard as Rapid City Stevens just dominating this first half. And that line has been impressive for that defensive line has been impressive for Rapid City Stevens. Again, they've got a lot of size there. They have some players that I think worked hard in the offseason, and they could really be one of the strengths of this Raider team.
Yeah, and that's what you want. If you're going to have a strength, hey, let it be on the line. Let them, because you can do some amazing things. You give a quarterback lots of time. You give running backs lots of holes to run through. So that's what you, if you're going to build a program, that's what you build it on, is the big, beefy guys up front that just power type football that just translates into every other aspect. Even those spread offenses, you think, oh, we don't have big guys. We're going to run spread. Well, you know what? If your guys can, block well enough, even your spread offense can be highly effective with the tough line.
Of course, the Douglas Patriots, these two teams do play in two different divisions when it comes to high school football. The Raiders in Class 11 AAA, while Douglas, they play in Class 11 AA. So they are in the same division with the Spearfish Spartans, Sturgis Scoopers, Pierre Governors. But speaking of the Sturgis Scoopers starting off 2-0, they looked impressive through their first two wins.
Yeah, absolutely. A couple of big-time wins. Obviously, Central, the one last week right here on Fox Sports, and then beating Mitchell yesterday. I'm sure they're very excited. And are they coming home this week, or is that down the road?
They actually had their first two games at
Whittle Field.
This one a short kick. I don't know if they went for an onside kick.
Yeah, they just tried to get a good bounce out of that one, and
it was down by the Raiders at the 38.
You're down 37-0. You might as well try whatever you got to do.
So at the 37-yard line with 8:12 remaining. The Raiders just came out on fire. It was really, I think, Cale Meisman, his intensity really set the tone with that kickoff return and then also the big catch. Then he scores the touchdown. He has really set the tone of this ball game on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be an eye-opener for opponents.
Here's Johnson right up the gut. He's going to get enough for a first down or real close to it as he gets inside the 30 down to about the 27.
I'll tell you what, and this we're talking about how the power of the offensive line. He wasn't even touched until he got across the 30 and then just powered his way for 3 more yards.
11 first downs now in this first half for Rapid City Stevens with 7:48 remaining and leading 37-0. They'll hand it off to Johnson once again, cuts to his left, now back to his right, ankle tackled right before he gets to the 20-yard line at about the 23 is where they say he'll be down.
And I think that's Mackay Mann actually got the carry that time, number 28. Yeah. Getting Johnson a spell, putting it in the hands of Mackay Mann. He looks like just a powerhouse. Give it to him. Let him run a few people over.
6 foot, 205 pounds. There's a pass to the left side. It's going to be caught by the receiver. That is Beck Morgan down the left sideline, in for the score from 23 yards.
Yeah, just so unfortunate. He made a play. The defender was right there, going to make a play on top of him, and instead he just stuck his hand out, stiff-armed him, and easy trot into the end zone.
In fact, that's the first passing touchdown of this ball game for the Rapid City Stevens Raiders, as they lead with 7:04 remaining here in this second quarter.
Wasn't the Meisman one?
Oh, I'm sorry, the second passing touchdown. You're right, yep.
He ran for most of it, but yeah, that was a throw.
So the extra point is good on the State Farm scoreboard, insured by agents Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick, with 7:04 remaining in this second quarter. It is 44-0. Rapid City Stevens with the lead. And that touchdown drive is powered by Four Seasons Motorsports and Marine. Visit Four Seasons Motorsports on East St. Patrick Street and get your hands on the ultimate Polaris side-by-side. Start your adventure of a lifetime at fourseasonsportscenter.com.
Going back to the Sturgis team, they play the 0-2 Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles next week in Aberdeen, and they go to Huron the week after and take on the 0-2 Tigers. So how about the Scoopers, an opportunity maybe to open the season 4-0? Obviously, the two very formidable opponents before they meet up with the St. Thomas More Cavaliers, a game we'll have right here on Fox Sports on the 22nd. Dare I say, I know we're way ahead of the game. They got a lot of games to play. 5-0, Sturgis Scoopers. Is that even thinkable?
It could be
I said it here
possible.
first.
Could be
No,
possible.
I'm just kidding.
High school football seasons can be, just a weird thing sometimes. Anything could happen. So, just a great start for the Sturgis Scoopers, though. Parker Mesmer gets set to kick off once again. This has been all Rapid City Stevens in this first half. 44-0 is the score. This is game number 2 of the Rushmore Bowl. Here's the kickoff, end over end. That is Tibbetts taking it at the 5-yard line, out to the 10, the 15, cuts back to his left, but nowhere to run for Tibbetts as he is stopped at about the 18-yard line.
So now setting up shop here. Obviously, we're still not even halfway, about halfway through the second quarter here, and the Raiders have just absolutely exuded their dominance. And unfortunately, right now for Douglas, they can't just kind of start throwing the ball. Obviously, they've shown that they want to do a good combination of both throwing and running, but they got to watch the risky plays. Something for Russell, he's got to be able to read the defense, see how they're playing, where you need to go.
Here's Russell. There's a reverse.
It's more like, it's really kind of the wing T play. You just get the guy, the slot running back, just behind run.
Mm-hmm. Looks like that was Tegan Carter on the carry.
Again, Carter. Tibbetts, 170 yards, 120 yards on 21 carries last week. So Tibbetts obviously a big factor for the Douglas Patriots.
Hayden Russell goes out of the I formation, spread offense. It's going to be a quarterback keeper, but
I think it was a busted play because he stuck the ball out there. The running back just kind of stood there and wasn't quite sure where to go.
And by then, the defensive line already there in his face.
Right. The Raiders brought in the house again. That time, they just love blitzing and love overwhelming, the kind of risk versus reward type of situation for the Raiders. And right now, it is absolutely the reward side of it.
So that's a loss of just a couple yards there. So now 3rd and 13 from the Douglas Patriot 15-yard line. Russell again. There's the snap. There's the handoff, but he was met immediately right after that handoff.
Yeah, a couple of players there. One's 56. I don't know if that's...
They say Tate Crossweight in on the tackle.
Well, he was, but 56 was on the other side of it. And I don't know who number 56 is. He's not listed on my roster, but...
No, I don't have him either. Beck Morgan back at the 40-yard line for the Patriots. They will be punting right at their goal line here on 4th and 15. They are late getting personnel in there.
Are they going to burn a time? Oh, they're going to do a delay a game. Boy, nothing more frustrating here. Your second game of the season, mixing up personnel, players getting confused as to who's on what team. You know, some of my players they're begging for special teams. They're like, why aren't we playing special teams? It's like, you know what? That's just a whole nother side that you actually have to work with, and we got to get the main football down first.
There's the snap, punting from the end zone. Douglas with a short punt. Morgan takes it at the 33-yard line, gets to the 30, tries to turn the corner, stays on his feet. Now he cuts back to his left. He's at the 20-yard line and finally tackled at about the 18-yard line for Beck Morgan.
Looked like he's kind of having fun out there doing his Cale Meisman impersonation, getting out there. He might be offended by that, but he did a great job.
Again, this game coming your way on Fox Sports Rapid City, but also on GoRaidersLive.com. We appreciate you watching the stream there tonight. 4.5 minutes to go here in this second quarter. 44-0, the Raiders all over the Douglas Patriots. There's the handoff. This one to Johnson. Breaks it to the outside. Gets around the tackle. Heading for the end zone. Dives forward. And did he get in? We're still waiting.
And
And they do say he got in. It was kind of a waiting game there, but finally the official says he got in, I believe.
Right, he had to look down the line to make sure that his knee didn't get down because the one official was on one side and he was actually behind the play. So to make sure that all the components came together for that. But a nice job. Again, he got cleared out. There was literally nobody. The first defender was kind of right after him, and he stepped away from him, and then he just had clear sailing all the way into the end zone. So literally the offensive line is just exuding their dominance on this game.
So the extra point hits the upright, no good. But nonetheless, it is a dominating performance by Rapid City Stevens on the State Farm scoreboard, insured by agent Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick. That makes it 50-0. Rapid City Stevens just dominating the Douglas Patriots here in game number 2 of the Rushmore Bowl. And that touchdown drive is powered by Four Seasons Motorsports and Marine. You can visit Four Seasons Motorsports on East St. Patrick Street and get your hands on the ultimate Polaris side-by-side. Start your adventure of a lifetime at fourseasonsportscenter.com. So Carter Johnson scoring his 3rd touchdown of this ball game as the Raiders lead 50-0 over the Douglas Patriots. Again, for the Douglas Patriots, just frustrating. You finally break your streak. You win last week over Belle-Fourche. Had a nice bus ride home, I'm sure, and now this week, you are playing up a division here with a AAA school, but still, it's just a tough challenge coming in for the Douglas Patriots.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's, they got the somewhat improved Spearfish Spartans next week. Then they've got the T-Area Titans after that, so not getting much easier for them. But, tonight, after all smiles last week, not going on right here. We're going to get a flag, and
that's going to be
illegal formation by the Raiders. They were looking around like, what did we do? We were just standing here.
So that will back the football back to the 35-yard line. For the Raiders, that's their 6th penalty of this ball game.
Their 2nd on kickoff. That's quite interesting. They might have to open up the rule book a little bit and see what the necessities are for a legal free kick.
Here's Parker Mesmer now as he gets set to kick. Back deep, you have Tibbetts. Here's the kick by Mesmer, going from right to left. High end-over-end kick, taking at the 5-yard line. There's the reverse. It goes to Tibbetts. He's at the 15-yard line, escapes the first tackler, but then he's pushed backwards. Kason Tibbetts, the ball carrier, or the returner, to the 15-yard line.
They tried to do a little bit of a kind of a reverse there. And they did somewhat, but I don't know that it really fooled too many people, including the Raider kick team.
We're down to 4 minutes and 7 seconds remaining in this first half. Just a reminder, the halftime show brought to us by Consolidated Construction coming up moments away from now. Aiden Russell out of the shotgun, has a man in motion, takes the snap, and he is going to be sacked back inside the 10-yard line, back at the 9. So the Raiders in there quickly.
Yeah, that was number 56, just driving into the backfield. It was,
I think they said Salazar.
Salazar, 58. He's listed at 58 here, but he's number 56.
So after that sack, we're looking at 2nd and 16 from the 9-yard line. Again, I think it was a broken play. He held the ball out there for his running back, and then he decides to run. Aiden Russell does, as he gets to the 11-yard line.
Yeah, that's got to be so frustrating here. You already got this uphill battle you got to fight, and you can't really run a normal play, even get an evaluation if you want to see what breaks down so we can fix this and this. Instead, you're still busy trying to think of the basics. Okay, we can't even hand the ball off here.
Russell again from the shotgun on 3rd and 14, drops back. Throws it down the right sideline, trying the over-the-shoulder throw, but it is too far. It goes out of bounds, incomplete, to make it 4th down for the Patriots. A quick Wyoming Cowboy update. The game being played in Laramie tonight. Right now with 7:43 remaining in the first, it's Texas Tech over Wyoming, 14-0. You can listen to Wyoming Cowboy football all season long. Not today, of course, but for the rest of the season. You'll have all those games right here on Fox Sports Rapid City. Here's another punt by the Douglas Patriots. Beck Morgan going back. A penalty marker comes flying in. Morgan now at the 40, the 35, the 30, down the right sideline. He's at the 20, the 15, the 10, and he's pushed out of bounds.
Not going to make it. But they were
inside the 5.
This is going to be a crazy situation. So illegal substitution. A player come running in at the last second for the Douglas Patriots, so they're going to have to deal with that one. And then, I don't know if it was an illegal block or whatever it was, right about the 27-yard line. So they're going to get together and talk about that one. It's going to be offsetting penalties. Re-kick the ball. I mean, you hate to negate a fantastic run back by Beck Morgan, but depends on what we have here as far as penalties go.
We'll try to tune in to Ellen Olson here. The official's still talking about it.
Yeah, this is a lot to sort out because you got to, who is it? Where's the spot? Where are you going to enforce it from? That was a kind of a big deal this year for officials. They put like a whole section in the rule book as far as. And they're not going to address the other one. There was literally a Douglas player came running in at the last second. He was clearly offsides, if anything.
So they set a blindside block on the offense.
So that was the return team, would be the offense on that one. So 15. So it's 15 yards from. I don't even know where they even would mark it from. Where they marked it right here is not 15 yards from anything.
It's not even where he initially had
right. Unless the flag over here at the 40, but still, that's not even 15 yards.
7th penalty for the Raiders. Now the ball carrier is number 28 again. So Mackay Mann. That is going to be a gain of about 3 yards. Mackay Mann to the 42-yard line with 2:17 remaining. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. There's one in motion. There's the jet sweep going from left to right. Turns the corner at the 50-yard line, still on his feet. It's going to be Grayson Riddle, and he's going to get the first down as he is out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
They're just trying to counteract that with the run up the middle, getting him wide and getting everybody touches here as the time winds down to just outside of 2 minutes here in this half. And, of course, we're going to have a running clock in the second half, just like we did the first game. So kind of a shortened version of it. So you want to make sure you get some touches, get some players, run a few different options here as far as plays go.
12 first downs in this first half. Again, another man in motion. That's going to be a jet sweep to this near side. Crossweight at the 40, the 35. Puts his shoulder down, and he is stopped inside the 30. He is such a big back.
Oh, I expect nothing less from Tate Crossweight. He's like, there's no way I am going out of bounds. I'm going to throw my shoulder into you. I'm going to use my shoulder pad and just level you, make you pay for deciding to tackle me.
He is 6'3", 225 pounds. He even looks bigger than that.
Right. He's just a... Well, he even plays bigger than that. He hits so hard.
90 seconds remaining now. It'll be first and 10 once again. There's the jet sweep. This one goes to Legrand. Legrand he gets a block. He's at the 30, and then he's going to be stopped at about the 28-yard line. A lot of running there, but only a couple yards on the gain there.
It's actually more like the jet toss. It looks the same, except for you're not handing it off. You are actually tossing it forward. So if he drops it, it's an incomplete pass versus handing it off and he drop it, it's a fumble.
So now 2nd and 8, just under a minute to play here before halftime. Again, our halftime show brought to us by Consolidated Construction, coming up right here on Fox Sports Rapid City. They'll hand it off. This time it's going to go to number 28. That will be, once again, Makai Mann. And Mann gets inside the 20-yard line. He spun out of a tackle and able to stay on his feet and get down to the 19-yard line to move the chains.
I was going to say, a nice little spin move there by Mr. Mann. Right about the 25-yard line. Defender was right on him. He's like, oh, that's okay. I got this little spin, little washing machine action. People even know what a washing machine is anymore?
I think so.
As far as the oscillating type. I'm telling you, everyone's got those upright ones now, and they just spin around. This one, the old oscillating.
Trips left, one receiver to the right. Here's Johnston out of the shotgun. He's going to be it's the quarterback keeper down to the 10-yard line, and he's going to be forced out of bounds after he gets the first down. It'll be 1st and goal for the Raiders, but the clock is stopped with 11 seconds.
Of course, they want to get a score right before the end here. That one even had me fooled. I was following Johnson right up the middle, so a great little zone read there.
LeGrand runs off quickly as the Raiders get set. 11 seconds to play before halftime. And a penalty marker comes flying in from the far sideline.
We have a jet ball. Legal substitution on offense, 5 yards, first down.
So illegal substitution on the Raiders. That's their 8th penalty, but when you're up 50, it 50-0, you really don't notice 8 penalties.
Right, it's not. It was the penalties early on that would kind of concern me. Yeah, right now it's just, whatever. But there was a couple of them early on, one that extended the drive. There was a personal foul penalty that's just unnecessary.
Morgan makes the catch there on that left sideline. He's going to be forced out of bounds. He went in motion, then he comes back to this near sideline. They throw it to him, and he's going to go out of bounds after a short gain. 2nd and goal now with 6 seconds remaining. Ball at the 9-yard line. What will the Raiders come up with on this play?
Yeah, this is it. This is last play of the half.
Again, Jacob Johnston. 2 passing touchdowns. Hands the ball off to the right side. Now he cuts back to the left, and he's in for the score. But a penalty marker from the back of the end zone.
Yeah, if this is a defensive penalty, they could play it again. If it's against the Raiders, it's going to end the half.
We had a hold. Offense number 3. 10 yards, repeat the down.
So a 10-yard penalty, holding penalty.
I don't agree with that rule. I'm thinking you're now going to give them an advantage. I realize you just took points off the board for them, but you're now going to give them a second opportunity to score. And I think the penalty should be, hey, sorry, you had a penalty. The quarter's over with. You need to be done. Personally,
there's no time on the clock now.
Should be able to. I'm going to submit that one to the NFHS.
So Parker Mesmer is going to come out here for a 30-yard field goal.
And that's it. Yep, and that's exactly what I thought.
Yep.
I was like, why are you going to give them a second chance?
And now instead, that's going to be it.
Yep. A defensive penalty, you play it again because they were on the defense, but the offense messes up, they don't get it anymore.
So on the State Farm scoreboard, insured by agent Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick, it is halftime of game number 2 here at the Rushmore Bowl, and it's been all Rapid City. Stevens, they are dominating this ball game as they lead the Douglas Patriots, 50-0 is the score here at halftime. We are going to step aside for 2 minutes. When we come back, it's the halftime show being brought to us by Consolidated Construction. Again, we'll return in 2 minutes right here on 106.7 FM, 1150 AM, Fox Sports Rapid City, and also on GoRaidersLive.com.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
Would you buy your insurance from a cartoon character?
What's up, Doc?
Cartoons are good for a laugh, but when you're in an accident or you need your home covered and need help, it's no laughing matter. That's why you need a real person, like Lance at Van Z Insurance Associates. It's not just simple insurance either. Lance has you covered with home, life, auto, and business. Van Z Insurance is your place to call. Stop by today or give Lance a call at 605-393-2399.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Whether you're pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live. Whether you're pregnant or planning ahead,
Belly Brothers Auto Tech is the bark of the town. Belly Brothers is one of the top-rated local auto shops in South Dakota. From an oil change to transmission repairs, they'll treat your car with exceptional service at reasonable rates, with plenty of financing options also available. Holding an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau since 2008, Belly Brothers will get your tail wagging. And visit Jennifer Young next door for your tax accounting needs.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name. When you ask...
We all want to be happy, but sometimes that doesn't feel possible. But if you have hope, you have everything. Rising Hope Counseling provides high-quality mental health services with locations across South Dakota. Additionally, by providing telehealth, we ensure South Dakota's rural residents have access to high-quality mental health services. Our team lives and works in your communities, and we understand the unique challenges we face. Schedule an appointment by phone or online today. Rising Hope Counseling, offering hope, healing, and change.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Belly Brothers Auto Tech is the bark of the town. Belly Brothers is one of the top-rated local auto shops in South Dakota. From an oil change to transmission repairs, they'll treat your car with exceptional service at reasonable rates, with plenty of financing options also available. Holding an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau since 2008, Belly Brothers will get your tail wagging. And visit Jennifer Young next door for your tax accounting needs.
Denny Menho Rapid Chevrolet buys cars, even if they have hail damage. You heard that right. We don't just sell cars, we buy them too, even with hail damage. We make cash offers to purchase local cars, trucks, and SUVs every day. Tired of listing online? Tired of messages? Or just tired of making payments? Whatever the reason, make an appointment at rapidchevrolet.com for a no-obligation appraisal. It's fast and free. When you're ready to sell, we're ready to buy, even with hail damage, at Denny Menho Rapid Chevrolet. Denny Menho Rapid.
Now that we're in the final quarter of the year, it's time to start thinking about the 2022 tax year. W-2s and 1099s are scheduled to be out in January, but don't worry, Jennifer Young's Bookkeeping Services has you covered. They stay on top of the ever-changing tax laws impacting small businesses and corporations. Jennifer Young's Bookkeeping has your best interests at heart. Don't wait until the last minute. Get a head start on your 2022 taxes. Call Jennifer Young or go to jenniferyoungsbookkeeping.com or find her on Facebook.
Family is the fabric of who we are. The generations that came before us, and the ones that will carry on after. At Monument Health, we're dedicated to these communities because they're our communities. We're committed to building the healthcare system of tomorrow with medical knowledge and expertise you can trust, close to home. Here to care, here to connect, here for you, today and tomorrow. Monument Health.
Alternative Fuel Coffee House, located in downtown Rapid City, has been a staple since 2006, offering an espresso bar, smoothie bar, and more. If food is what you're looking for, check out their menu. Using local ingredients for their drinks and recipes is their way of showing how important shopping local is. Come in and visit them during skating and patio season for the best coffee experience in town. Who's filling up your cup? Alternative Fuel Coffee House. Looking to spruce things up for dinner tonight? Order online or buy the Inferno's Food by Fire app for your best meal in Rapid City. Inferno's has the best Stonefire signature pizzas, sandwiches, and fresh salads. Build your own pizza all while watching the latest high school or NFL action. Even better, receive a 10% discount off your next order when you mention Live Ticket. That's at Inferno's Food by Fire.
If you want the peace of mind that your next pre-owned vehicle is the best it can be, you want Honda True, and you only find it at Danny Manhole Rushmore Honda. Our Honda certified pre-owned vehicles are thoroughly inspected and backed by 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage, up to 2 complimentary oil changes, 24/7 roadside assistance, inspection report, and 3-day exchange. You simply can't buy the wrong vehicle. Search our inventory at honda-true.com or see us at Denny Manhole Rushmore Honda. If you want the piece...
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that's someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
Looking for a great used truck or SUV? Danny Menholt Toyota has them. Shop a great selection of half-ton trucks and SUVs, imports and domestics, brands like Ford, GMC, Subaru, Nissan, Jeep, and more. Plus, the area's best selection of used Toyotas, Toyota Certified Pre-Owned. Buy with no money down, get financing on the spot with qualified credit. If we don't have exactly what you're looking for, we'll find it for you in our network of dealerships. See us at Danny Menholt Toyota or DannyMenholtToyota.com. Looking for a great...
Owned and operated by veterans, Black Mountain Painting provides interior, exterior, residential, and commercial painting services. With over 12 years of experience and a team of trusted paint experts, they bring the highest standard of work to the Black Hills area. They provide interior and exterior painting and custom staining needs. So if you have painting or staining needs inside or out, give Black Mountain Painting a call for your free quote today. 605-661-8612.
Looking for top-notch printing services? Choose Preferred Printing, your South Dakota union printer. We provide mailing services, create banners, vehicle decals, stationery and business forms, event materials including specialty items, apparel, and more. Our skilled team brings your vision to life with exceptional quality and attention to detail. And as a locally veteran-owned shop, we're dedicated to serving our community. Experience the difference with Preferred Printing. Visit us at preferredsd.com or call 605-333-0535 today. Looking for top-notch printing services? Choose Preferred.
Sear Black Hill Steakhouse is a proud supporter of local youth sports. They invite you to experience the difference at the area's newest locally owned steakhouse. From their local and regional sourced ingredients to their perfectly seared steaks, you're sure to enjoy. They look forward to seeing you. Sear Black Hill Steakhouse is a proud supporter of all local youth sports. Sear Black Hill Steakhouse, experience the difference.
At Dakota Discount RV, our mission is to make your RV experience fun and easy by providing quality recreational vehicles, competitive pricing, and professional sales and service. We're proud to offer the finest names in RVs. Our big inventory of fifth wheels, travel trailers, and toy haulers allow us to save customers thousands of dollars compared to most dealers. Come see us at either of our two locations, 3330 East Mall Drive, Rapid City, or 11200 JB Road, exit 48, Somerset. At Dakota Discount RV, our mission...
Whether you're pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live. Whether you're pregnant...
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your home team or reach the region and state. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Dwayne Sobzak today and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV. Advertising can be
halftime show built by Consolidated Construction. Real quickly, before we start the second half, some scores to pass along for you. For the Wyoming Cowboy update, at the end of the first quarter, Texas Tech leading Wyoming 17-0. Again, that game being played in Laramie. Also, some high school football scores tonight. In the start of the third, Harrisburg leading Brandon Valley 20-14. Both of those teams lost their first games of the season. And so, of course, neither one of those teams, we know they've been tough through the years. They don't want to start out 0-2.
Oh, my gosh, right? Imagine any one of those two ranked teams, possibly 0-2, or at least one of them 0-2.
Again, Harrisburg 20, Brandon Valley 14. In the All-Nations Conference football scores from today, it was St. Francis Indian over Cheyenne Eagle Butte Teospa Topa. 42-8 was the final there. Standing Rock, North Dakota defeats, Dean, if I get this right, Mapialuta? Mapialuta.
Yeah,
I know they changed their name this year. Mapialuta. So Standing Rock defeats Mapialuta 56-6 in the All-Nations Conference football. So, again, we may even see Mapialuta this season. I know sometimes they play, whether it be Rapid City Christian, St. Thomas More, come up here, for some games.
Sure,
so we may see them throughout the course of the basketball season.
Oh, definitely we'll see them. Because, of course, they're in the Black Hills Conference as far as basketball goes for them. And
so, again, we're just moments away from the start of the second half. We'll give you more scores throughout the game, especially for the Wyoming Cowboys update. Like we said, we'll have games for you for Wyoming Cowboys all season long. Not this evening, just due to our coverage of the 31st Annual Rushmore Bowl. But I don't think we have any other games on Saturday, so I think we'll have it'll be Wyoming Cowboy football all season long for you right here on Fox Sports Rapid City.
No, we actually have two more doubleheaders on Friday nights coming up here in this month, actually. So we got a busy Friday nights, not nearly as busy on Saturday.
Exactly. So.
Not that there's not any. I know the St. Thomas More is going to play. Oh, they got an East River team coming in. The Hall of Fame game. Oh, no, are they going to play Roncalli? They're playing Roncalli.
Okay.
And that's coming up here in another Saturday or two.
So the clock winding down, and we are getting set. They'll reset that. We'll get set for second half action. Real quickly, just another update on the Wyoming Cowboys score. 17 seconds into the second quarter, and it's now Texas Tech 17 and Wyoming 3. So the Cowboys get on the scoreboard. And again, we'll keep you throughout the course of the night. We'll keep you up to date on Wyoming Cowboy football. But for right now, we will get ready to jump back into high school football. It's second half of game number 2 of the Rushmore Bowl. Rapid City Stevens will be kicking off. Should be number 31, Parker Mesmer, kicking off.
He was over there practicing his kickoffs there at halftime.
He's got just a great leg. I don't think he has to practice too much there. I mean, he has shown that he can.
He's got the leg. He's been doing it for several years now. So.
And he is getting set to kick off once again. Back deep for Douglas, it has been a lot of times Carson Hicks and number 5, Kason Tibbetts. Kicking from left to right, getting this second half underway. Here's the kick by Parker Mesmer. We're from west to east. This one will sail into the end zone, so a touchback. No problem there for Mr. Mesmer. And now we're going to see the ball come out to the 20-yard line.
25. I think in high school they should put it at the 25.
25?
Yeah, personally.
So Douglas football, Aiden Russell leads the troops up there. 50-0 is the score as Rapid City Stevens leading. We'll have a running clock throughout the course of this second half. Here's Russell again. Rolls out to his right, but he is going to be wrapped up for a loss of 5 yards back to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, a little bit of a wing T formation. They decided to run it. He keeps it, but there was just no seal block over on the right side of that formation, and he gets run into and loses 5 yards.
So 2nd and 15 coming up now for the Patriots on their own 15. Russell again out of the shotgun. Gives the ball. It's going to go to 28, so that'll be Tegan Carter, but he has nowhere to run. As soon as they did the exchange, he is hit in the backfield for another loss of 5 yards.
Yeah, so that's the hard part of running those plays like that, where it's not a slow developing play, but it's a play that really kind of doesn't develop as quickly as you want to. You know, those quick, fullback dive plays or anything, if even people do that anymore. It takes a while. So if you get any sort of penetration by the defense, it just blows it up.
3rd and 20 now. Here's Russell, and he's going to be grabbed from behind by number 56.
That's Salazar again.
And he is stopped for another loss of 5 yards back to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, it's literally, there is nothing stopping the defensive front from the Raiders at just wreaking havoc in the backfield for Douglas. And now they've got to stand with their heels on the back of the goal line to get rid of the ball.
And I think we have a new kick returner out there at the 40-yard line, or punt returner, rather. This one, a short punt bouncing at the 25-yard line, taking a bounce to the 30 for the Patriots as they down it at the 32-yard line.
Yeah, it's those pink shoes that gave him away. That's Kalen Brooks. We know him from basketball.
Kalen Brooks, the 6'2", 190-pound junior.
And he's going to come out here. Crossway's coming out. Is Crossway going to be quarterback here? I think he is.
So Tate Crossway, again, 6'3", 225 pounds. We saw him during the course of the baseball season for Post 22.
Alden Jacobs coming in at a slot over there. What else we got? Some new faces out here. Eric Morrow.
Aiden Jacobs, did you say him?
I did say Aiden Jacobs, and it's going to a toss to Morrow.
And he's going to be wrapped up just shy of the 30-yard line. That's going to be a short gain, maybe a yard.
Luke Hanslick was out there.
3 minutes gone by. Again, the clock will continue to run here in the second half due to the mercy rule. I would take it we will not see the starters the rest of this ball game.
Even a new offensive line out there.
So Tate Crossway again out of the shotgun, trips right, hands the ball off to Brooks. Brooks through the gap on the right side, stays on his feet. He's at the 20, still on his feet, down to about the 15-yard line. But I think they say he touched, or his knee touched, back at the 25-yard line.
I'm not quite sure it did, honestly.
It happened so fast, and now we have an injured Patriot player out there.
Kind of grabbing the back of his leg there, but yeah, he got through, did a great job. They kind of grabbed his ankle, and he kind of held his shoe there for a second, and he kind of went down. I didn't think he did. I thought he kept going, but either way, the officials are on top of that, and that was a pretty exciting-looking run from Mr. Brooks there.
It was. Again, like Dean said, we remember him from the basketball season. They are tending to the injured Patriot player there.
I see Gabriel Thompson out there on the line. Connor Hickman is a starter. He's still out on the line. And then number 58, who I thought was Salazar, but they say Salazar's 56, but there's also a 58 out there, so quite sure who's getting out there on the line. But again, I thought maybe they'd at least run one series with kind of the starters just to get them a little bit of something right at the start of the half, and then after that, throw in the second team in here, JV squad, get them some good varsity rep time.
So we will step aside as they tend to the injured Douglas Patriot player. They're inside the 15-yard line with 8:23 to go on the State Farm scoreboard. Here in the third quarter, it is 50-0. Rapid City Stevens leading Douglas. We'll step aside. We're back in 30 seconds. Right here on 106.7 FM, 1150 AM, Fox Sports Rapid City.
For 125 years, Security First Bank has been the bank, a dependable fixture of the community and innovators of what comes next. As we celebrate our history, we remain committed to your dreams with dedicated and driven people, expertise, and attention. Because when you're the bank, you're driven by the people who are your customers, neighbors, and friends. And that's been our commitment since 1898. Security First Bank. We're the bank.
Where can you get surprisingly great rates on auto and renter's insurance? At State Farm. I'm State Farm agent Matt McCormick, and I'm your one-stop shop in Rapid City for protecting your car and your stuff for surprisingly great rates. So stop looking around. Call me, State Farm agent Matt McCormick, for surprisingly great auto and renter's rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Is it 30? We'll find out here.
There's a one-handed catch made by the Raiders. What a catch there. I think that was number 16, Grayson Mendel. A 5'9", 145-pound wide receiver who makes that catch. And did you catch that number?
It was Tegan Carter, number 28. Okay. He kind of put some weight on it as they went and sat down there, so I'm not quite sure. And if I'm not mistaken, was he not supposed to play today? I remember now.
So we have another first down for the Raiders. Raiders 1st and 10. Man goes in motion. They're going to hand it off on the sweep
nice
there.
Play that time by the defensive end. I think somebody forgot to block him as he came in. You run that jet sweep on that sideline. That's the first person. I say make sure we take care of the most dangerous player first. And they didn't, and that allowed Kaysen Tibbetts, who does it from the running back position and decides to do it from the defensive end position.
Aiden Jacobs on the jet sweep that time. He loses 2 yards, so now 2nd and 12 from the 22-yard line. Again, Kate Crossweight from the shotgun.
Grayson Mendel coming in the game.
There's the handoff to Brooks. Brooks tries to break it to the outside, escapes one tackler, gets to the 20-yard line. Dean, I think you were motioning for a flag there?
No, I wasn't. I was shooting
was
a
it
fly
a bug? Oh, I thought maybe you were.
No, I would never do that. I would never do that. I'm not like
my
those
mistakes.
coaches.
My mistakes.
No.
It was Kalen Brooks on the carry that time to the 20-yard line, gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. Now looking at a 3rd and 10 coming up. They need to get just inside the 10-yard line for a first down. Here's Crossweight again, rolls out to his left, has some blocking in front of him. He gets to the 15, puts his shoulder down, but he is going to be forced out of bounds at about the 11, maybe 12-yard line, and that's going to be about 3 yards shy of a first down.
And it's funny, the Patriots over there, three of them get up kind of like gingerly, and that's what you get when you meet Mr. Crossweight.
That's true. Absolutely. So it looks like the Raiders will go for the field goal on 4th and 3. Parker Mesmer with a 30-yard field goal attempt. And it's no good.
Kind of pushed a little wide left on that one. So
Parker Mesmer had his hands up. I think he felt it went through the uprights, but the officials there underneath the goalpost are saying no, they're waving it off.
Yeah, he got a lot of height out of it.
He did. So we are going to get a heat timeout, I believe. So with 5:08 to go here in this third quarter, on the State Farm scoreboard, insured by agents Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick, the score remains 50-0. Rapid City Stevens leading the Douglas Patriots. Again, we'll step aside for 1 minute right here on 106.7 FM, 1150 AM, Fox Sports Rapid City. That was a quick one.
Out of breath.
And we are back here at the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail broadcast booth. A nice run by Tibbetts coming out of that heat timeout.
Yeah, I found lots of running room, lots of first down along that left side there. Ran out of bounds by Sam Kingsbury. Getting a chance to get in there, play a little bit of defense.
So now looking at 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line for Douglas. There's the snap to Russell. Again, fakes the handoff on the option, but instead he's going to be wrapped up for a loss of 2 yards.
Yeah, and that's Mr. Salazar getting back in the backfield again. They just ran that little wing tee, and they're just going to give it to Russell, thinking he's going to run it, but they're not blocking either. They're missing some blocks on that wing tee. It's you double in the front, you block off, or rather it's a down block. You pull the backside guard and tackle, but it's just not working.
Down to 3 minutes and 45 seconds remaining. There's the pitch to Tibbetts. He gets to the outside, trying to work his way around the tackle. He's going to be forced out of bounds after a short gain of about 5 yards. But now we're looking at 3rd and long, or 3rd and kind of manageable at 8 yards for the Patriots on their own 43. Going from right to left. Actually 3rd and about 9 to go.
Have a passing situation for the Patriots right now. We'll see what Russell could do. Again, he only threw a few passes last week, and he's thrown a few here. Unfortunately, the pick 6 leaves a bad taste in your mouth, and they're going to run it from the wing tee.
From the wing tee out of the shotgun. Fake the reverse, and Russell is going to be wrapped up there at the 40-yard line. And it just seems like some of those plays they run, I don't know if there's just a breakdown or what, but that another play for a loss there.
Yeah, they definitely don't look like the Winter Warriors when they're running that wing tee formation, or the Elk Point Jefferson Huskies, or any of those teams, unfortunately.
I see Elk Point Jefferson lost yesterday.
Wow.
So anything can happen in high school football. Right. Here's Kalen Brooks. He is back deep as the punting unit comes out. This one end over end. Kalen Brooks calls for a fair catch at the Raider 36-yard line. So the clock will continue to run as we approach 2 minutes. Raiders, like we said, leading 50-0.
I think it's actually supposed to stop in change of possession here, but we have a penalty as well, so it's not stopping.
We'll hear from Ellen Olson.
After the kick, we have a hold on offense. 10 yards from the end of the play. First down.
So holding penalty against the Raiders. Another quick update late in the 3rd quarter, Dean. It's Harrisburg 33, Brandon Valley 14 with 26 seconds left in the 3rd.
Harrisburg taking off on that one.
Tigers starting to pull away there. Here's the snap. It goes to Crossweight. Rolls out to his left. Has a receiver on an out route there. He is going to be knocked out of bounds. That's number 44. So that is
Aiden Jacobs.
Aiden Jacobs there.
Just a little rollout. I think he was looking downfield, hoping he can catch the guy running the streak along the sidelines, but it wasn't there, so.
Well, that's going to be a first
down.
down.
Yeah, they're going to say first down. Now you got to give the chain gang a second to move down.
Second first down of this second half. Crossweight again out of the shotgun, hands the ball off to Brooks, finds a gap in the right up the middle, really. Gets to the 41-yard line before he is tackled.
Mr. CrossFit's got to work a little bit on his technical aspects of handing it off. He basically just caught the ball and kind of stuck it out to the side, said, here you go ahead and run with this.
That's going to be a gain of 4 yards. So 2nd and 6 coming up with the clock winding down. I don't think they'll get the play off, so that's going to do it for the third quarter. And that will do it on the State Farm scoreboard, insured by agents Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick. After 3 quarters of play here at the second game of the Rushmore Bowl, Rapid City Stevens all over Douglas, 50-0 is your score. We'll step aside for 1 minute. When we return, fourth quarter action right here on 106.7 FM, 1150 AM, Fox Sports Rapid City.
Yeah. Yeah, he just wanted to know how long he said.
Yeah, 1 minute, Matt.
Yeah, I told him.
And we're back here at the Anytime Auto Sales, Service, and Detail broadcast booth, Sales, Service, and Recreation with Dean Gurr. I'm Jerome Wickersham. You're listening to the Rushmore Bowl on Fox Sports Rapid City, as well as GoRaidersLive.com. 2nd and 10. New quarterback in there now for the Raiders. He has a first down out at midfield as he cuts back to the left. Finally ankle tackled and wrapped up at midfield, but that's number 14 who's come in.
That's Colton Morling.
Colton Morling, a 5'10", 160-pound junior. Need another scoring update real quickly with 11:20 to go in the second quarter. Texas Tech 17, Wyoming 10.
Cowboys trying to climb back into it.
And then 33-14, so Harrisburg over Brandon Valley late in the third. So Moreland in at quarterback. There's the snap, dropping back. Throws to the right on an out route. It is caught by the receiver. He's forced out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Again, a nice catch and run there for Aiden Jacobs.
Yeah, that was almost like a picture-perfect one. He just did a little out route. The bullet by Morling puts it right in his hands. There's nobody there to defend him. He puts it. If you run a great route, you can always put the defender, unless the defender like second guesses the route and happens to do something exactly what you want. If you run a great route, you can always put the defender at a disadvantage, no matter where it is. You run an out. You sell the go route, and you put your foot in the ground and do an out.
There's going to be a quick pass right up the middle. It's caught by the receiver down to the 15-yard line. Right over the middle.
That's Grayson Mendel on that one.
Fourth first down this second half for the Raiders as the clock runs. 2 minutes gone by in the fourth quarter as the Patriots here with some players getting some playing time, some subs knocking on the door right now of the Douglas Patriots. Again, Colton Moreland again dropping back, throwing to the end zone. It's caught for a nice diving catch there by number 13, Adley Ahman. The 6', 140-pound sophomore with a diving catch on a post route there in the end zone.
Absolutely, a fantastic catch. How about the bullet? Morling put that one right on the money, and showing his arm strength that he has, and just a picture-perfect throw and catch, and boy, setting them nicely for the Raiders.
Here comes the extra point attempt. We also have a new kicker out there. There's the hold, the snap, and this one is good for number 84. So that looks like Talon Friend, a 6', 220-pound senior kicker. So on the State Farm scoreboard, insured by agent Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick with 9:41 to go in the fourth quarter. That gives the Raiders the lead now over the Patriots. 57-0 is your score. And that touchdown drive is powered by Four Seasons Motorsports and Marine. Visit Four Seasons Motorsports on East St. Patrick Street and get your hands on the ultimate Polaris side-by-side. Start your adventure of a lifetime at fourseasonsportscenter.com. Would you like to see players come in there like that, Dean? You know, they don't get a lot of varsity playing time,
right.
But wow, that was an impressive drive and an impressive throw and catch there by those younger players.
Oh, absolutely very impressive. We saw Mr. Morling run around with his legs, and then all of a sudden he does it with his arm. You're just like, yeah, that's exactly what you're looking for in a quarterback.
So the Raiders will kick off. Likely doing the kickoff duties will be number 84, Talon Friend. Back deep for Douglas will be Hicks and Tibbetts. Back at about the 10-yard line. We had a good crowd on hand. Of course, it was a hot afternoon here for that first game, but two local teams here in the second game, so a much maybe bigger crowd here for this second game.
Right. And you know what? And people could have gone to, I'm sure they got lake playing. This is a perfect lake weekend with the way temperatures are, so people going out of town, vacations, and what have you.
Here's the kick by Friend. Hicks takes it inside the 10-yard line, races out to the 15, now cuts back to the right. Trying to shed a tackler. Instead, he's going to be tackled back inside the 10-yard line. So he lost some yards on that carry.
Yeah, that was Grayson Mendel getting down there. Great kickoff coverage. Good for him. Tackle, got his arms around him. That's what's called a roll tackle, when you got to tackle somebody who's on the move and you're kind of running parallel with them. You get your arms on them and you do what's called a roll tackle.
9 minutes remaining in this ball game. Game number 2 of the 31st annual Rushmore Bowl. This, of course, is a fundraiser each year. Between the two schools, this basically helps out about 80 clubs and sporting teams. Here's the carry by Tibbetts. Breaks it to the outside, now cuts back to the middle of the field, but he's going to be wrapped up. But a nice run there from the 10 out to the 26-yard line for Tibbetts.
Yeah, it's very nice. Move the ball a little bit. Look really good. It's a good hard runner.
First down for Douglas. Ball at the 26-yard line. Aiden Russell again out of the shotgun. Spread offense. Hands the ball to Tibbetts. Tibbetts is going to be wrapped up. He keeps his feet moving, still gets some positive yardage from the 27 or 6-yard line out to about the 28 for a gain of 2. Gain of 2 to the 28-yard line. We're looking at 2nd and 8 now. They need to get to their own 36-yard line. They will go spread offense once again. Aiden Russell goes from the shotgun. Lined up is behind him is Tibbetts, the lone setback. There's the pass to Tibbetts out of the backfield. He's at the 30, the 35, still on his feet, gets into open field. He's at the 50, now into Raider territory, all the way down to the 40-yard line. The longest play of the day for the Douglas Patriots.
Wow, nice play. Just a swing pass right out of the backfield, and boy, did he find some running room. And then he made his own room three times, broke a couple of tackles. Just a great job. That's probably why he ended up in the spot that he's at.
Only 6 first downs in this contest for the Douglas Patriots. But they're in Raider territory. They're 1st and 10 on the Raider 39. Here's Aiden Russell rolling out to his left. He's at the 40. Tries to get around the tackle, but instead he's going to be tackled right at the line of scrimmage at that 39-yard line as they give him forward progress.
And a flag comes in kind of right at the end of the play here. I don't know if we're going to get a face mask on that or what.
Personal foul, face mask, 15 yards from the end of the run. First down.
So a 15-yard face mask, just the second penalty of this second half for the Raiders. They've had 2 for 25 yards, a total of 11 penalties in this contest. And I think we're going to get a water
actually,
timeout.
Douglas is actually calling the timeout here.
Okay. So we will step aside as well with 6 minutes remaining here in this ball game on the State Farm scoreboard, insured by agents Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick. 6:02 remaining, and it's a 57-0 lead for the Rapid City Stevens Raiders over the Douglas Patriots. We'll return in 30 seconds right here on 106.7 FM, 1150 AM, Fox Sports Rapid City.
I know.
We'll read that when we come back.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about it either. And is it high school sports?
That's what I say.
Okay.
Proud sponsor of high school sports, or high school football. I think. Welcome back to the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail broadcast booth. Sales, service, and recreation. Game 2 of the Rushmore Bowl. As Douglas has the football, 1st and 10 from the Raider 24-yard line. Looked like a jet sweep there, but it did not fool that defense, as that's going to be a loss of about 5 yards for the Patriots.
Yeah, that's kind of a little jet toss coming in there. Hey, today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Kiefer Family Dental. The Kiefer Family Dental is a proud sponsor of South Dakota high school football. They want to remind you to be strong and courageous, and don't be afraid, don't be discouraged, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. And that is taken out of Joshua 1:9. Kiefer Family Dental. Be awesome and smile. To get started, visit KieferFamilyDental.com.
2nd and 15, or 2nd and 14 coming up. There's the jet sweep, trying to get around the corner once again, but nowhere to run for number 25 of the Patriots. That's Kadam Wanzak, as the defender got in there quickly, and right now the Patriots just headed in the wrong direction.
Yeah, and was that Brooks making the tackle, but it's not pink shoes. Do they have 2 27s on their sideline?
They may.
Well, I don't know that second one then. Either way, he's making himself
a 27 out there.
Right, but he doesn't have pink shoes on, so he's definitely making an impact.
We're looking at 3rd and 20 now. Here's Russell. That one is incomplete. He tried to swing it out to that left side over to Tibbetts, but he throws it in front of him and incomplete.
He was wide open. He had so much territory in front of him. He would have ran quite a while there.
57-0 is the score. The Raiders on top of Douglas. Clock continues to run with 4 minutes and 15 seconds remaining. Coming up at the conclusion of the game tonight, we'll have our post-game show. Post-game show brought to you by Pioneer Bank and Trust. Going forward on 4th down, here's Russell out of the shotgun. Drops back, being pressured, gets rid of the football.
Wow.
Almost intercepted by the 27 that we don't know if that's Brooks.
Right.
But it was almost intercepted.
Yeah, he read that play, the little middle screen there, and he drops back, tips the ball away, and unfortunately can't come up with the interception. Probably good, though. They just get the ball there. I think he would have lost yards.
So a turnover on downs. It will be Raider football. Going from right to left, we'll see who they come out or what personnel they come out with.
Yeah, we're going to dip into maybe even a secondary type of level. Maybe Brooks had to change his shoes. No, I see him over on the sideline. Never mind.
Well, we're going to get a timeout real quick here with 3:42 remaining. So we'll have a quick chance to do some scores right here on Fox Sports Rapid City. As we bring up the scores here. The last one we had from the Wyoming Cowboys being played in Laramie, Texas Tech 17, Wyoming 10 with early in that second quarter, 11:20 remaining. Also high school football, Harrisburg 33, Brandon Valley 14 in the fourth quarter. From the All-Nations Conference football, scores from today, St. Francis Indian 42 over Cheyenne Eagle Butte Teoshpo Topa, scoring only 8. And then it was Standing Rock 56 and Mapialuta with 6.
A couple of big games next week. Lincoln Patriots, who we saw earlier, they're going to take on Harrisburg, assuming Harrisburg goes on to win that one. It'll be a couple of a big matchup there for them. And then Roosevelt's going to take on Brandon Valley, two teams seeking a win.
Here's a run by the Raiders, wide open, running down into the 30-yard line, the 20. Still on his feet, but he falls down. Number 37 takes it all the way inside the 5-yard line, Aiden Devine.
So close.
So close to a touchdown there for Devine.
You could just see pay dirt coming all your direction.
But the Raiders, with 3 minutes and 8 seconds, they get inside the 5-yard line, down to the 2-yard line. Knocking on the door of the Patriots. Last year, the Raiders put 66 points up on the Patriots. Right now, they lead 57-0. Breaking to the outside is Devine. This time he's going to be wrapped up by the defender. Devine tried to get to the outside, but he is going to lose a yard to the 3.
Yeah, it looked like he had an opportunity there, but how about the hustle by the D-line there by the Patriots coming in? And a lot of times you kind of look to see where he came from. Was he the backside tackle? A lot of times you don't block. If you're running to the right, you don't block the left side tackle. You think I got an opportunity, I'm just going to outrun him. But he shot through that gap and is able to drag him down.
Again, out of the shotgun. They hand the ball to Devine. Devine thought he broke one tackle there, but again, it was a defender who held on to him long enough. He got help from his teammates. And he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
I think they should do a bootleg here. They should fake it to Devine up the middle and have Morling run it in.
It is 3rd and goal coming up. Devine was so close to getting that touchdown.
Yeah, you just go to the right, fake it to the right, and have him bootleg into the left.
Here's Colton Moreland. Moreland decides to keep it, and he is going to be sacked back at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, I think he just kind of the idea what I thought of a little bit. He's going to fake it up the middle, but he's going to take it anyway to that side. I'm thinking if he fakes it that way, then bootlegs back out to the other side, he's going to walk into the end zone.
So now we're going to get a field goal attempt. This is by the backup kicker, Talon Friend. 27-yard field goal attempt. We had movement.
Is that going to put it 5 yards closer?
That ball, throw defense, 5 yards, replay.
So it was a 5-yard penalty against the Douglas Patriots.
So are they going to go for it? Come on. It's 57-0.
So now a 22-yard field goal attempt by Talon Friend. Ball lined up near the right side hash marks. And we're going to get another penalty.
Now we're going to go back the other direction.
Right before the snap, that ball start, offense, 5 yards.
And the clock is run out. That should be the ball game. So they will not even get, they lined up twice for that field goal attempt. They will not even get the field goal attempt off.
What a way to end the game.
So on the State Farm scoreboard, insured by agents Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick, the final score in Game 2 of the Rushmore Bowl, it was Rapid City Stevens defeating the Douglas Patriots 57-0. With the win, Rapid City Stevens improves to 1-1 on the season, while the Douglas Patriots also 1-1 on the season. We are going to step aside. We'll come back with our Pioneer Bank and Trust postgame show when we return in 2 minutes, right here on 106.7 FM, 1150 AM, Fox Sports Rapid City, and also on foxsportsrapidcity.com.
Even empty backfield out of the gun. Setting in the pocket. Firing for the end zone. Williams, touchdown! What a throw! What a catch! Even empty backfield.
Hi, this is Nate Brown reminding you to join the Nate Brown Show live weekdays from 4 to 6 p.m. It's Rapid City's sports talk show and Rapid City's only call-in radio show. With big-name guests from across the country to the local sports coverage you just can't get anywhere else. Join the conversation every weekday for thought-provoking sports talk. This is your show. Don't miss the Nate Brown Show from 4 to 6 p.m. on 106.7 FM and 1150 AM. And stream us all the time at foxsportsrapidcity.com. Hi,
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS. Do you have a...
My kid wrecked his car, his third car. The kid needs a car. We need the kid to have a car. What did I do? I begged my insurance agent for mercy. That's another story. Then I went to Copper Motors in Rapid City and found a safe, reliable car.
Copper Motors is a small, trusted dealership specializing in safe, quality pre-owned vehicles. No pressure, no hassle. Each vehicle is inspected, serviced, and detailed with a warranty like no other. Copper Motors, corner of Campbell and Omaha.